Yo!
Yo!
Yo.
Yo! And yo for people who are indisposed at the moment. Magus,
True.
yo for
They'll be,
you.
they'll be
The
by in
TV
just a
is no
moment.
longer here.
Hi,
So,
YouTube.
hi. It's me, I'm YouTube.
Hello.
So what else bringing up Liberty Day? Oh, for Super Earth. Okay. It's a thing, huh?
Oh, Super Earth.
It's a Heck Divers thing.
Yeah.
It's a super holiday, nonsense.
Well, that makes sense. Oh, it doesn't quite line. That's fine. Oh, that's mildly annoying. The seats
Oh
don't
yeah, that they
actually.
don't quite line up to the. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's. Oh man, I'm mad about it. But it's also funny enough that I'm not changing it, and also the only person that is big enough to see over the bar is the person that is on the seat. I should scale everybody up a bit.
Ah,
Flawless. Also, I just want the monk's name to be appreciated. It is Munk.
Ooh.
Munk. Because it is a minotaur, you
I
see.
get it.
I'm very good at naming. We have Munk, and Voiker,
Shaman, Voider, and
Voiter,
and
and
Mook.
Shaman. It's basically perfect. 10 out of 10. So, we are currently, GD is getting a mic set up, and Magus is helping him out.
Ooh,
So, I can give some of my background with stuff, like with, the system, if people care, and like, yeah. Kind of want to hold off on actually the teaching part for a few minutes until they get back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, I don't know how much Sprague knows about it.
I played it once.
Okay.
I remember very little.
Foundationally, if you know D&D, this will come very quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's nothing in here that is terribly obtuse. Some things are a bit bookkeepy, to be honest, but like, it's pretty easy to manage once with one simple phrase, and that's remember your own character stuff, and you'll get along just fine.
Yeah.
Like, you take care of your character, and if you have a +1 on something, I'm gonna trust you to remember your own lines and call it out if another player has a use of it, and then I'll keep a note on all the enemies.
That calling out was the struggle that I had when I played.
Well, fortunately, this is a group that lets you speak more.
Yeah.
Because that, if I recall correctly, that was a group where you were being spoken over a lot, right?
No, that was my first D&D group. That was
Oh, I mean, okay.
a group that I was really, really good with, actually.
Oh, okay.
But it was also the group that was like, what's this 3rd edition nonsense? I don't like it, and went back to playing 2nd edition.
Oh no, the
So it
grognards.
wasn't too surprising they didn't like 4th edition either.
No, that's fair. No, if you don't like, yeah, if that's the direction you want to go, then it's the direction you want to go.
Yeah. Fourth edition is not that direction. Yeah.
I started in 3rd edition and then 3.5, and went back and played 2nd edition. And as somebody who's always been interested in game design, 4th edition, just from a pure game design standpoint, outstanding. Fixes the majority of the problems and resolves a lot of issues. And makes a very fun game without cutting back on any other role-playing aspects of it. And that's something that people will tend to push back on in a strange way. Because people will say, oh, 4th edition doesn't have a whole lot of rules for role-playing. Therefore, it must be a very combat-heavy system since most of the rules are for combat. And it's like, no, actually the opposite. Role-playing is done in a more free-form dungeon world style of setting, so that you don't need the rules. You don't have as many rules for role-playing because it is intended to be more free-form and more open. And as opposed to 3.5, where if you wanted to take to start blacksmithing, you had to take possibly multiple feats. In 4th edition, you just tell the DM, "Hey, I'm a blacksmith, and I want to do this," and the DM says, "Awesome, go for it. You are a blacksmith, and that's fine. That's okay. I'm going to have you I'm going to charge you the same as if you got it from a store, just for game balance, so that money stays balanced. But you are free to roleplay your character however you want, and if your character's a blacksmith, awesome, they're a blacksmith." Oh, it's a grid size mismatch. The grid size is set differently on this than that. That's why.
So I want a game with good rules and balance back to old school. I have some unfortunate news for you about 3rd edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4th edition versus 3rd edition thing is very similar to the, like, Pathfinder 2 versus 5th edition D&D kind of argument.
Yeah.
Of, like, there's rules for this thing, which means that there's, like, you need to use the rules for the thing unless you make an exception, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we've gone entire sessions where we've barely needed to touch dice in the New World campaign, and that's more of a 4th edition style. It's like, your character sheet is there for when you need a character sheet. It's not the only way. Your character sheet is not the only way that you interact with the world. You interact with the world through acting and roleplay, not through tables and dice. ROLE playing versus ROLL playing, as the old phrase used to go. And does go, presumably. And that's good, I think. I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the combat in 4th edition is something special, though. Like, it is not a combat-focused system, but I will absolutely agree that the combat in 4th edition is something special. Because it is the most fun that D&D has ever been, and tragically may likely ever be.
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly honest. It plays out more like a board game, and the characters have abilities and teamworks and synergies that you can work on and capitalize on. I have made dozens of 4th edition characters just for the fun of making a character and finding new cool things to do with them, with race and class combinations and different feat layouts and just different concepts, which I'm sure which is absolutely true in every edition of D&D. That's not a 4th edition specific thing, but the ability for marshals to have fun is 4th edition specific.
Yes, that's true.
I'm not sure I agree there, but I understand what you mean.
You agree with the meme aspect at the very least, I hope.
Yes, I agree with
Okay.
the meme.
That's the most important part. That's the actual important part. Like, if you agree with the meme aspect, you were cool. No worry. Can hear you
Hello.
perfectly.
Hello, people.
You sound flawless and beautiful.
Oh, good. Apparently so, according to Jade. I better have been sounding perfect after what Magus just went through. He will send you a. He will send you the
Okay.
picture. He will send you the picture after the game.
Ugh.
I will look forward to that. Hi, how's it going?
Hi. I've got
Hi.
it set up.
It sounds fantastic.
Good. Because that would have been very aggravating.
What was it, if you don't mind me asking you? This, if there's a short version, which I actually, now that I think about it, probably there isn't.
Okay, long story short, I tried to use my old microphone setup with the Focusrite, but his driver didn't work because he was using Windows 10. I didn't have time to go check on it. We restarted it twice, and I didn't want to waste any more time on that. So then I went downstairs trying to find a USB microphone and wanted to go from one of my friends who has a USB mic that I gave her about a month or two ago, but it's back at her house. So I got the cord that I use for connecting my usual headset to my my PlayStation 5 and connected it to his headphone jack, and that worked.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Yeah, I keep a USB AT2020 around as my emergency mic.
What's the server again, Jade?
Video James.
Yeah.
So,
I just joined through Steam. It's a lot easier.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess you could.
I do. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So I have in the Discord share the thingity thing, a character sheet. I'm going to go over the character sheet as a way of explaining the differences in the systems to people who have not played it before, and then you can pick from one of these 4 character sheets.
I feel obligated to pick the moon.
Munk.
Where are the sheets? Sorry, I don't think I'm seeing. them
I'm
here.
I'm sharing them on Discord.
Oh.
I'll post them all in the chat in a second. But so, as I was saying a few moments ago, the biggest thing with 4th edition, that is misunderstood at least, is that the game is designed to have free-form roleplay in the style that we tend to be doing in our sessions, because, well, that's how I learned to do it decently. You know, where we can go a session without having a ton of character sheet interference. The idea, and a lot of people have misinterpreted that to say 4th edition is very combat focused. Well, the rules tend to be more combat focused, because if you're not in combat, you don't need rules. It's supposed to be more open to whatever the players want to do, rather than following, spreadsheets and charts when you're not in combat. But that misunderstanding, combined with a poorly run RPGA at the time, if I may be so bold, led to a change of impression of that.
So,
Uh,
a question of curiosity. What does an RPGA mean?
It was the official campaign that we could go down to any game store and join, and they would have
Trench games.
Yeah. It was the official Trench games. Yeah.
Official trench games. Okay.
Those were all combat, those were just a string of combat encounters loosely tied together with the occasional puzzle.
Hmm.
Oh,
You good?
GD?
Hello?
Yeah, you were breaking up something fierce.
Ah, okay.
You might want to connect to the different Wi-Fi, not the doghouse, but Palace.
Yeah, you might have to come over here to tell me the.
Okay. I'll be there in a second.
To tell me the
PGA
password.
was the old Adventures League. Yeah, mostly combat with the occasional puzzle. Yeah, just like regular Adventures League.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that's still a lot of people's introduction to the game, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. It's like, you're not wrong, but you should be.
My introduction to 4th edition was the interview with a gnome trailer, which was fantastic.
Mm.
I'm a monster, Val!
Ah. So, we have 4 characters that I've loosely put together for some very specific reasons. We have a Dragonborn fighter to highlight how being a defender works and how murking enemies works. They're designed to be very sticky and very much able to actually protect their allies, something that, well, is difficult to do in most editions of D&D. They can actually defend their team. Imagine that. We have a shaman to highlight that healing can be fun. Healers are actually allowed to enjoy and have a good time, which is a very strange thing if you've played healer in many editions of D&D.
Mm-hmm.
We have the monk, the Minotaur monk, which I use to highlight movement and utility, because, well, this monk can throw people around pretty well. They can they can toss people around the battlefield, and that's going to be extremely fun for Sprig. It sounds like.
Yes, that is exactly one of the playstyles I very much enjoy.
I mean, two of these I did make with you guys in mind. I mean, I guess all of them I made with people in mind, but yeah. And then I made Genasi Invoker, a storm soul divine battlefield controller. They are a divine caster. They're not a healer. Healing is not their specialty. Their specialty is bringing the wrath of their god down upon those who would stand against them. Mostly just, to highlight the concept of different, power source and class combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Because each of the power sources has each of the roles, which I think is nice. So you have a martial leader with the warlord who can be a battlefield medic. You have a martial defender with the fighter. You have the martial striker with the ranger. These all just make perfect sense. You have the the nature power source. People who gain their power from nature. So you have the shaman, you have the druid, and the nature striker. The nature offensive class is barbarian. Because of course it is. Like, that just makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they do other cool stuff, specifically with Divine, I think is one of the most interesting angles, because of course the Divine Defender and the Divine Healer are there with Cleric and Paladin. But then you also have a Divine a Control Caster, someone who can, smite across the battlefield, and a Divine damage dealer, a divine offensive class, a divine, striker is the term that they use in here, which is called the Avenger, and they are absolutely baller because they run around with a sword, and if they can isolate an enemy from the rest, with an angle that apart from their allies, they can shred them, and it's just like they're divine, they are powered by their god, but boy howdy. They have a little bit more in common with like Drist style ranger than you would imagine for a cleric.
They're just mean. They just don't miss you.
Yeah. And then, of course, you still have the flexibility in the classes. Like fighter, although it is a defender, you can obviously gear it to focus on damage, or you can gear it to focus go ranger, as a range attacker. Ranger's never been better than 4th edition. Ranger's actually allowed to be a ranger in like ways that they have never been allowed to in other systems. To the point where Ranger is actually one of the most powerful classes, which is just a strange.
If you just want to do like hit things hard, Ranger.
Which is a strange thing to say if you look at literally any other edition of D&D. Ranger's the one who's usually not allowed to have fun.
Mhm.
Meow 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 meow. Hi.
Hello.
Bop.
Yes.
Ba 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 ba. Also, I still have the character builder. The offline character builder still works. Which rules. It's actually a really good character builder.
It is.
And I have Master Plan still has an encounter builder in it with all the enemies' stat blocks, which rules.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Bop, 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 bop.
Mild chance the Tabletop Simulator just crashed.
Yay.
By which I mean it did.
Oh,
It's still fine on my end. By which I mean I hadn't clicked over to it yet.
Are we golden now?
I can't join you.
Oh, sorry. I meant GD. Is GD good to go? And Magus.
Hmm.
And the game's back up.
Yay. Did you get flashbanged?
I got flashbanged again.
How do you feel about Elden Ring changing its loading screen so it doesn't flashbang you anymore?
Elden Ring loading screen flashbang.
Yeah, the Namco logo used to come up and just be a big white
Oh, yeah.
screen. And it's black now. So
It's been black for a long time, I thought.
it's on Elden Ring. I thought it was only with the new update.
There's also been a setting that you can just, like, turn it off. I believe.
There.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember ever being flashbanged by Elden Ring.
There is a mod you can get, I think, for it that eliminates the splash screen. So
I don't
Magus,
really
GD,
want
we-
it, though.
Do we have any Destiny involved? GD is muted, so I don't know if...
yeah,
I'm sure everything's fine. Oh, geez. Okay, well... Lock's done. I forgot they added Lock's done. It's so funny.
I will take no argument on this. The greatest Heloxodon class you can take is Assassin.
You know, I can't dispute that. Though I will say Lockstone Pirate, Swashbuckler, is very funny as well.
Yeah,
True.
it is.
It's just way funnier to have a rogue, an elephant that's leveled rogue and gets like everything into stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's actually amazing. Aw. I don't know if you guys are seeing the same angles that I am, but it does flips. If I try to actually put it on the chair instead of the, This is extremely fun for me. Aw, I got it. How you guys doing? You want to share stories of 4th edition, since that's going to be the theme, and, you know...
Oh. Yeah, let me think of something.
I only got it the one time, and got to play it the one time, unfortunately, and it was very messy. I don't remember what I was playing. I was playing something that centered around lighting enemies on fire, basically.
Which honestly is any caster class at all times.
Yeah,
So,
true.
like, if you're playing a caster class and you're not focusing your entire life on burning everything, what are you doing?
It was
Have you
basically a
considered fire?
support thing of light enemies on fire, and then your allies get bonuses to hit against the people that are on fire. Just like damaging fairy fire, basically, was the whole kit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds awesome.
It was a neat concept. It was just really hard to communicate that something was on fire to the rest of everyone else, and then remind them of the bonuses every time that they had to do something.
Yeah, I can see that being difficult, but you said you played one time? Or was it a campaign?
It was just a one-time session.
Yeah. It gets easier to track that kind of stuff as you go on.
I mean, that's true of any system, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
hi, welcome back. We missed you.
I think I got it.
Hooray!
Hey!
All I had to do
Yay.
was break into his computer, find an Ethernet cable, reset his WinSock client.
There's socks involved now?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know why. It's been behaving okay so far, and of course, now, when I have something where I want to talk with people, it's oh, you wanted to enjoy a conversation with friends? No.
The point
Fuck
is, it's
you.
working now, right?
Yes. It seems to be working.
Okay.
All right. Let's pull up that thingy thing I have pulled up.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. So,
The Discord live again?
yeah.
Sorry, we were silent on it for so long. I thought we weren't doing it. I thought we were done with it.
No, I was just waiting for them to get back, because, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically everything that you know from D&D carries over. You know how D&D works. I don't need to explain what a wisdom stat is or how a reflex check works.
Yeah, the basics. Yeah.
One thing I will explain is surge value. In D&D 4th edition, surge value is a quarter of your health, and that is how much you are healed for. Basically, the more HP you have, the easier it is for a healer to heal you. If you don't have a lot of HP to begin with, the heals simply don't heal you for as much. There's also a limit on surges per day, and there's a stat for bloodied, which is at half your HP. It's just marked here as a note. It's, half your HP, half your max. This works well for enemies because it's an easy marker without telling the players exactly how much HP they have. When an enemy is bloodied, it means they're at half health, and the players have a good idea without having to know, without having to track exact, damage numbers, which is always annoying. But also,
Mhm.
several characters, such as this Dragonborn fighter, have bonuses against bloodied creatures. Impending victory, this one deals an additional attack. Not deals, but has an additional point of attack with their at wills against bloodied creatures.
I heard whack attack.
All right, who's picked what in terms of character?
I chose the monk.
I would like to
You're
be
the
the shaman.
Shall
I do not know what other options there are.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all of
fighter,
them.
the
fighter
fighter
and-
and the invoker.
Invoker, yeah.
I have a real quick aside for just a second. They just
Yeah.
used the hydrate or dihydrate, which is a sippy check for everybody.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you're hydrated.
Crap, I need to go. I think I need to go get Dictator some water.
So one of the things that
Okay.
lets warriors be warriors is that you can actually defend your allies. Isn't that weird? That you can actually protect people in this system?
It's just inbuilt.
Yeah. As a fighter, if you attack somebody, you get combat challenge on them. That is to say that you are being such a threat to them that they can't take their eyes off you. They can't ignore you. They have a -2 to attack anybody who is not you, and you can attack them if they dare attack one of your allies. If they make an attack that does not include you as a target, you just get to hit them for free on their turn, out of activation.
Neat.
Just wreck them.
Okay, Dictator, who do you want to be, the fighter or the invoker?
I don't know what an invoker does, but I do like Dragonborn, as you all know, so probably gonna go with the fighter.
Alright, I guess I'll be the invoker.
Okie doke.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Dictator some water because I shot myself in the foot.
It's very funny that it's Magus who did that redeem.
It actually really is. I didn't know that.
Wait, what redeem? What happened?
You're getting
Hydrate
water
or
right now.
dihydrate.
Magus is
Everyone
bringing
take
you water.
a sippy.
Yeah.
So, anything in green is at will. You can use as much as you want. An at will power is one that you can always use. It's a cantrip. It's a cantrip, except it works for any class, including melee. Resolute shield. Hit somebody. Resist damage against them equal to your con modifier. So if they attack you after that, then they do 2 less damage. Oh, but wait, if they don't attack you, you get your combat challenge in. And if they just walk away, you get to punch them. And if you punch them with an opportunity attack with your trident, you can slide them around. You also have Tide of Iron, which can hit someone and push them. You have the Dragon Breath, which does exactly as you'd expect for it to. Steel Serpent Strike slows the target down and deals double your weapon die damage, so 2d8 in this case. Shield Slam is an encounter power, any of the red ones are. You can use them once per encounter. Triggers when you hit an enemy with a melee attack. This one is not a standard action. And you hit them, push them, and knock them prone. Melee attacks auto-hit prone targets. And then your daily...
I thought it was just a bonus to hit for a prone target, like +2.
I believe that requires a feat for ground fighting. I believe it's melee attacks just hit.
Oh.
+2 is what you get from combat advantage. You use more than combat advantage. Your brute strike is your daily power. It's 3d8 plus 6 damage. And if you miss on it, because one of the keywords that it has is reliable here, if you miss with it, you don't expend it. So you can only use this once per day, but if you try to do it and you miss the attack, you still can use it again. You can see until you hit with it.
Neat.
Yeah. Battle Fury stance gives you +2 to damage with a penalty of -2 to AC. As a shield fighter, you can kind of accept that. And it ends when you are healed. You can also end it when you want to, but it lasts until you get healed, which is kind of cool. And then your trident has a bonus where you can, when you hit with a weapon, you can take up to 3 damage to deal up to 6 damage to a target, which is just kind of cool. You get 3 actions per turn. One is a standard action, which is your ability to use powers. One is a minor action, and cards will tell you if they have a minor action. Things like your Dragon Breath is a minor action, and it's just it's sort of like the fifth edition equivalent of a bonus action. And then you have a move action. But one of the things that makes 4th edition more unique is that you can downgrade these actions. A standard action can be used to do a standard action, or a move action, or a minor action. A move action can be used to make a move action, or a minor action. So, instead of having a separate rule for running, the running in 4th edition is I'm going to move, and I'm going to use my standard action to move again. There's no separate rule for running. It's just I'm going to move, and then I'm going to move, which is different than a lot of the other editions.
I mean, it's exactly how dash works in 5th edition.
Functionally, how a dash works, yeah. But the difference being you can use it for other movement types. But yes, yeah, it's not. Yeah, you're right. Monk has a whole bunch of movement tools and you can use your movement for not just moving your speed. Because you can for a move action, you can also make a 5-foot step called a shift. Shift makes you immune to attacks of opportunity during that step, which is how you disengage in 4th edition. There's no separate disengage action. You spend 1 movement action to take a 5-foot step to take yourself out of melee range, and then you use your move action to move, which is pretty good. Right then, I put all the PDFs down there so you can grab them. The shaman has a companion spirit. The companion spirit is not something that you can actually flank with. It has a model, but it's not like, actually... It's incorporeal. And it functions sort of like a familiar in that you can cast through it, and many of your abilities have to be cast through it. But this is primarily a healer and a support class, with the ability to grant allies the ability to punch things, with the ability to... grant allies saving throws so that they can, to protect against debuffs and disables, as well as a heal, which is a minor action, which lets the target spend a healing surge and then add a d6 to it. So whatever your surge value is for them is how much they heal.
Mm-hmm.
The monk. Still funny to me.
Monk.
So monk is a little bit different in a way that is honestly pretty heckin' cool. All of the monk abilities also have a move action. You don't have to use this, but if you use this ability, you can also use the move action, or you can use the move action before you make the standard action. You basically get an extra tool that you can use. So Crane's Wings lets you make an athletics check to jump, and you consider to have a running start, and you can just jump as far as you roll for. Or Dragon's Tail, move action, you swap places with the target. Again, you do not have to do these things, but they are available to you. And yes, you can, if you downgrade your standard action into a move action, you can actually do these twice. So you can swap places with the target twice. I don't recommend that one. That's silly, but you could. The Monk has Goring Charge, as it is a Minotaur, and a feat that lets them Goring Charge as a opportunity attack, which is very funny. If they start to move away from you, you get to lower your horns and toss them in the air. How cool is that? I think that's cool. And then mostly this is the person... Yee. Mostly this is the person who wrecks face. Like, 2d10 plus Dex mod on a... 2d10 plus Dex mod as an encounter power, plus an extra d10 if they were at full HP. So charge in, hit them for 3d10, no big deal, go for it.
And you get to do that every fight.
For the daily power, we have shift your speed and then and then attack every enemy that you move adjacent to during that movement. Just blitz attack against everybody.
I feel like we are going to be doing some fighting in this, given how detailed you're going into this part of the sheets.
So what I was saying before is that the social aspect of 4th edition is more freeform roleplay. Like, there's less rules, less hard rules about the roleplay side, which is how I've been running the Pathfinder game. You know, not making you roll for every single thing, but rather just having it freeform roleplay. The character sheet is here for combat, and primarily, and things that and for other types of skills that you might need. There's less rules for roleplay, which is not to imply that it's a less roleplay heavy system. It's just that there's less. It's designed to be more freeform in that sense. Last week we have the Invoker to send down the hammer of their god upon their enemy.
So a paladin, basically.
Imagine a paladin, except without any melee skill. It's no melee. It's a cloth armor caster, and I mean,
a paladin if they were actually a sorcerer.
Yeah, it's a sorcerer. It's a divine sorcerer, is I think a good way of phrasing it.
Sorcerer of God.
Also known as a cleric.
No.
No.
Clerics are all about healing. This is about wrath.
This is Wrath of God. Area burst one within. It burst one within 10, which means it's burst 1 is a 9 square block. So just.
And that's an at will.
That's an at will, and it deals some minor damage. And that's the other thing about the monk. All your attacks are against reflex or fortitude. You're not attacking AC, which is actually really, really good.
Yeah, that's wild.
Vanguard's Lightning. It's a D6, and whenever a target makes an opportunity attack, they get zotted for extra damage. It does hit every creature in the burst, so heads up on that. Promise the Storm, an extra D8 whenever you deal damage with a thunder attack. By the way, this is a lightning attack here, so that counts as thunder or lightning attack. So that's an extra D8 on every target you hit with this. Trigger an enemy hits an ally. Oh, they best not have.
I'm sorry. Does that just give a +5 bonus to the next hit against them?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ouch.
And
you could make the God Squad in this game, and it would be really cool.
The Minotaur has this cool ability. Gain 3 temp HP. When those 8 temp HP go away, your next attack has +3 damage. It's like, that's just kind of cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But Blast 3, which is a conical attack, it's like a breath attack. 2d6 damage, and it stuns everybody it hits. Stun means they don't get a turn. You, however, are dazed until the end of your next turn. So, this is a brutally powerful, but Right, so grab the characters that you want. I've set up a rough encounter, and I do have some story in here if we want to engage with it. I figure it's going to be more learning how, just doing a one shot with the system for learning the system for a lot of people. But grab your character and give them a name.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Except for one little thing, you're not entirely sure. You think you remember your name, but all of you are a little bit foggy on that front. You don't remember walking into a bar, but you're all sitting down, eating a meal of salmon, brats, soup, and drinks. I'll give you some time to set up.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Mm-hmm. Big, I have just seen your mustache, and I must say it is glorious.
It is. It is indeed very glorious. It also looks like glasses. At the same
That's
time.
because I have sunglasses and a mustache together.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Wombo combo.
Sprig, it's an interesting thing to wear the sunglasses partially inside your eyes. So
Well,
do you
they're more
find that
affectionate
gives you
It-
better?
It's only
Like that-
it's only aligned for my regular model, so when people put me in any of my other models, it messes with the positioning.
I just think it's
Well, I'm just
optimal. I
wondering,
mean,
like, does-
that's where your eyes are. That's
Yeah,
the
like-
middle of your eye. You're protecting your
I
eye
know,
where
I
it needs
need
it the
to
most.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
like it's still hitting the back of the eye that's the problem.
Yeah.
So anywhere from the back to anywhere else is fine. It's not like as long as it's not uncomfortable. I feel like it would itch though.
Also, does anybody else feel like the interior is kind of dark?
No, it looks quite nice to me. You might be dark on your end.
Yeah, like everything that's like not next to like light sources like here and here. Looks...
Oh, okay. Now it's
Okay,
it's brighter.
yeah. Okay, yeah, now it's better.
There, I turned on the lights for you.
Yeah, that's more what I expected.
I added a name to my character. You have to hold it and then wait.
Which one is yours?
The shaman.
Tegid Tethal?
Yeah. It is a name I remember from a book.
Here, I added one to my character.
See, you're much better
Sure.
at naming characters than I am.
No, I didn't have a lot of time, and he's a lizard man, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple for now.
I was not kidding when I said that. You are better at naming characters than I am.
It's
Not a
I
joke.
assume it's French and pronounced Macher.
No, just Masher, but that would have been, but I could have,
No.
but I could have just said, but I could have just said,
Right.
Yes.
So everybody else remembers that GD just said yes, right?
Absolutely.
Michelle? Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right,
Let's
where
go
am
with
I?
that.
Dwarf pirate.
This is you.
Great. Now,
Excellent, yes. Okay, so our fighter is drunk.
by the way, I hope you realize you have now set the voice for this character.
You know what? I was trying to decide between a couple of different choices, and I'm gonna go with the silly one then.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a one shot. It's the best time for silly.
Cookie.
Okay, I am here. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. We missed you. You can name your character, though your character is only half certain that that's their name. You do not remember entering the bar. You do not remember ordering anything. You remember your companions, but you can't remember where you met them.
Jade, can you upgrade me?
Oh, yeah, I should do that to everybody.
Well, I specifically need to be able to spawn an object, so.
This is a very nice tavern. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It went
Sorry,
way
no,
too
I just
soft.
didn't have anything to say to
Full of
that.
a lot of armed people.
I mean, that's just how it goes, you know?
Yeah. Generally, that means we're making good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Although I question when there's Warforged in a tavern that aren't serving me drinks.
That sounds racist.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
It is mildly.
You can't be racist against Plank.
Can't be racist against robots, they're property.
Wow!
You can't just say that, GD.
Wow!
Good night, everybody!
Well, I am playing a French dinosaur, so there. Sorry for the demonetization. People don't know me enough to cancel me yet. Sorry. Okay, I think that's the last one I got in me.
And yes, you do realize that everybody in the bar, except for yourselves, are pirates, and that the serving staff appears to have mostly vacated.
Also, I do have a quick question. What are those toll wall?
What was that?
What are these? Why isn't there a wall sections?
Look,
I don't know.
Unless this is
Walls
like
are
an open
problematic.
concept.
We can't. Yeah, it's just like this is outside,
Just,
and also
just
there's a ceiling
imagine the
overhead.
walls.
I want you. So imagine this is a fantasy setting, and there's just a ceiling. Nobody ever invented walls. We just have ceilings.
Oh, I got another hydrate or dihydrate from Bill this time.
Yep, that was me.
Okay, hydrating now. Thank you for the
Appears I
hydration.
do not have a shirt. And I've got barnacles.
Just a couple. I mean, those are healthy.
What about
Need
the
a couple
tendrils?
barnacles on you.
Oh wait, that's just my... Sorry, that's just my pants.
You are wearing parachute pants, though.
Can't touch that.
Cookie, the pirate next to you, grabs your drink, which again you do not remember ordering, and starts drinking it while looking at you smugly.
That's rude.
This
Oh my
session.
God.
This session is off to such a brilliant start for multiple reasons.
don't know why I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh god.
You know what? She's gonna take. She's gonna take his pot of soup. He takes her drink and drinks it, so she just takes the soup and starts drinking his soup.
The dwarf tries to pull back the soup, cursing at you in Dwarven. You notice that that several other people have gotten out of their chairs.
The rat be
I send my if I can get it to actually stay there. I send my spectral rat over to go mess around with him. This is a large city rat.
Chunky rat.
Perfect, nailed it.
Just we can just guess it's kind of on the bar. It is a large rat and it is on the bar.
He is going to attempt to take the tankard and smash it into the spectral rat.
I see him pick the tankard up and I say, "Friend, not a good plan."
Yeah.
I see the problem that I made here. I was supposed to change back from this model, but I couldn't.
Ah.
I had an extra G on the timer.
Where is that? Call Spirit Companion. There it is. Has AC equal to yours, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Let me double check.
Yeah. He will ignore you and try to strike it, which is probably going to go poorly for him. Does a... That's a 15 to hit, which is not great.
No, actually, no.
Alright, well...
Off by one.
Well, you're...
It
You're a little
dodges to
rat-
the side,
He dodges aside. Yep, no, it's fine.
and it like squeaks imprecations at him.
Squeaks what?
Imprecations? Like, the rat equivalent of swear words. You know how squirrels get mad at you for being near them? That.
Someone wearing a more captain-y outfit walks up to behind. What do you name it? Yeah, against Mache, and says, "You shouldn't be here."
Is that effect?
Mm-hmm. You should
And,
not be here.
I go where I please.
You know, it
Are you
doesn't
going to
please you.
stop me?
I'm gonna try.
Just like trying very hard to nonchalantly sit in a stool that he absolutely cannot figure out.
Yeah, he's having like he's trying to sit back cool on it. It's like he's just it's too small for his frame.
Maybe you've had a couple of
It's one
drinks.
It's one of those weird chairs too. Like this is not a bar stool. It's one of those weird chairs that like doesn't have a flat bottom part anywhere. There you have to like lean against it in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
He I'm gonna
Excellent,
say
yeah.
he kicks the stool away and just sits on his tail.
Sorry, I moved
Sit
the
in the
stool
bar.
so you can actually. I moved the stool so you can actually get there.
Thank you.
I just centered it on the square.
In what particular are you gonna do, Mizami?
I'm gonna try and knock some sense into you.
Oh,
Look,
I wouldn't bother. He's had sense knocked into him a number of times. It never takes. Don't worry about it. Can I buy you a drink, Mister? I knock on him.
You knock on him.
Uh huh.
Oh, what's your reflex?
If I recall correctly, not very good. 14.
Yeah. He's going to shove you away. He's gonna shove you 2 squares away. He's
He
Yeah.
shoved me to this square.
Yes, he did. Very much so.
Well,
And I
that's
would like to,
pretty rude there, buddy.
I would like someone to roll an insight check.
I'll do it. How do I? Okay, hold up.
I will also do it.
Yeah, sorry the
Eight.
board's taking up your space here.
So with my insight, that makes it 13.
Okay. My brain had to pivot away from like Pathfinder stupid numbers into low-level 4th edition numbers. So I'm like, that's not that good. Wait, that's actually decent. Never mind.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
like,
time, my
That's like Cece rolling a -1 on a d20.
Right?
Yeah. to just give some as someone who's trained in that, I just rolled a 22 by hitting an 11. So yeah, 13's fine for this level 2.
You sense a strange resonance of truth in his words. When he says you should not be here, he's speaking to you in a more in a he believes it. He believes that you should not be here for whatever that means.
Yeah, he means that. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Why else would he risk a fight with a big lizard? Or
I'm
dragon,
going to look
I guess.
around real quick, and I want to see if there's a sign that has a policy against bar fights.
Give me a dice roll.
Perception. Look. 22.
There is no sign, but you do notice that the walls are not quite right. In fact, like in the corners, they don't meet up in the way that walls are supposed to. This catches your notice. When I say that not in the way that they're supposed to, I mean like it the joints don't look like they don't make logical sense. There is a sign, but it is difficult to read.
What language is it in?
It is not.
It is not a language.
Correct. It is incomprehensible. It is not saying it is not you are not, it is not that you can't understand it. It's that it cannot be understood.
All right. Do you want to take this one, Foiter, or do you want me, or Masher? Do you want me to step in?
Masher is the kind of guy that lets them try and throw the first swing if they really want to start things.
So is that a yes or a no?
If you wish to stop the fight, you can intervene.
Well, I don't want to be the person that has to defuse the fights the whole time for all this, but I don't mind.
Oh, I've decided I am an ornery French lizard. I am definitely going to instigate fights if someone wants them.
If you guys are talking about not fighting, I'm coming back over. I'm gonna be like, hey, we should fight him. You want to not fight him, but however, have you considered we should fight him? I'm standing right next to the guy who pushed me, and I'm saying this about him.
Okay, let me...
I feel like Cookie takes a look around with their current goings on. The room doesn't make sense, people debating whether to start a fight or not, she picks up the tray full of eel in front of her and just, food fight! And smacks the dwarf in the face with the plate.
That was
I
eels?
like
I thought
that.
those were horseshoes.
I think it's salmon,
eel.
isn't it?
Yeah, that looks like fish.
Yeah, there's 2 eels and then some salmon center fillet.
Anyway, I'm down for a food fight.
It looks like it's
They're not-
all
Yeah.
eel.
Oh, is it all eel all the time? Okay.
Yeah, it's just all eel.
All right. Roll initiative, I guess.
Yep, we will be going to initiative, and the food aspect of the fight may not stay around for terribly long.
Maybe not.
Okay. Everybody make it your mission to make that stick around for as long as possible.
So I got an 11.
Alright, first thing I will invoke is Shroud of Warning as part of my whole thing.
I got a
Excellent.
14 as I have no bonuses to Dex.
Hang on. Shroud of Warning does something for you.
Ooh.
Shroud of Warning means that everybody, the trigger is me and my allies roll initiative at the beginning of encounter. The target is everybody
Yes.
and each ally in burst. So I'm going to roll
Mm-hmm.
my intelligence modifier.
All right.
Okay. So, as per my ability, I get 2 plus my intelligence modifier. So each target gains a +5 to their initiative.
Nice.
I'm
So
sorry,
That's pretty
I'm
good.
did you say 2 plus your intelligence modifier or your intelligence modifier?
2 plus my intelligence modifier, which is a +3, and I rolled a 16 for my
Okay.
initiative. So where's my initiative? Okay, so 1 plus 5, so 6. So I got a 22 for my initiative.
All right.
I got a 19.
I got 16 if I have the +5, you
I,
said it was?
yeah, 5. I got an 18. I know it says 19 on the thing that I typed in there, but I did math bad.
That
So nobody,
happens. Math is
noticed it.
hard. I understand. What was your character's name?
Who?
Koth. Yeah. Polar.
TEDGID. Just put pole arms, put Bill, whatever. Doesn't matter.
There.
Yeah.
And did you have a name, Magus?
I'm going to go with Invoker.
Invoker the Invoker?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
See, it's spelled IMN and M is silent.
hmm
Ian Volker. First name Ian, last name Volker.
That makes sense.
It is the extreme of nominative determinism.
I would have just went. I might have just went with Tim the Invoker. There.
That's a good one. Actually, I like that.
It's like Jerry the Vampire. No frills, just Jerry the Vampire.
Oh, you know, Tim the Invoker is a Monty Python reference.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's what.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were doing that on purpose with the what you said. I apologize. My fault.
Sorry, just organizing initiative a bit. All right. Invoker, you are you are first in the initiative.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that's good.
At a mighty 22.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're not undead. I've got at-will powers here.
We do kind of want to try and do the food fight aspect of things, if possible. It's like I'm just imagining like the invokers like we're all doing a food fight thing, and then he's just like just puts down the breath of God in it and everything. No, he just
Okay,
summons
you hit him
the
with
largest. He literally summons like the largest plate of beans and dumps it on everyone.
Alright.
He's a Bostonian. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to. You know what I'm going to do? There's no rule saying that I don't have to do it this way. I'm going to use that bowl of sausages and no other nutrients whatsoever on my bowl here.
I think there's supposed to be some pita flatbreads on the side.
I'm convinced that is just like dressing for it. It might be like
It's
some kind of
probably-
paper or parchment.
Fair.
No,
you know
I
what?
think
That's, I know.
It might be flat.
And I'm going to use the sausages to invoke blades of astral fire. My attack is my wisdom versus their reflex.
And who are you attacking? To clarify.
The one that's right next to the warforged fighter that's right next to the dictator.
All right.
You have attacks that only hit one thing.
That is a critical failure.
Wow.
So with my I'm not sure if this does critical failures in the system. So I rolled a
It doesn't even
5,
miss.
but it's against his reflex.
No, 20 always crits, 1 always misses.
All right. Well, then I do nothing. I throw my sausages and it thumps limply against the man's chest.
Unfortunate.
Well, I have something planned for him that also kind of involves sausages.
Oh, hey.
Contextant.
This actually affects each enemy in burst and has a bonus effect for allies.
Okay, yeah, see, this is what I was saying. Do you have any abilities that only hit one target?
So yeah, it hits everybody within a burst.
How
But
about
like
the
I
burst?
rolled badly, so
So
Yeah,
does
oh.
it hit the guy behind him?
each enemy in burst, and the range is area burst 1 within 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it also affects all of my allies. The damage does not go off because they succeeded in the reflex, but the effect is each ally inside the burst, which is pretty much everybody, gains a +2 bonus to their AC until the end of my next turn.
Okay, hold on.
It's actually
Burst one,
+4 because you are preservation.
Right, yes. Sorry, I didn't know if I was
Also-
preservation or not.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the first one from like here, or from on the guy.
On the guy.
Okay, then first one from him just hits him, you, and GD and me.
Yes.
Yep.
So not our monk. Sorry, Brig.
That's okay. No AC
Oh.
for Cookie.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
Well, everybody
it's
gets a
just nine
+4 to their
squares
AC then.
Okay,
Neat.
cool. Thanks.
I love abilities that do cool stuff on a miss.
Yeah,
I like the idea of like, how dare you interrupt me attempting to enjoy my bowl of various sausages and nothing else? It just kind of thumps onto his chest. He looks at me. They're like, what was that supposed to do? This claps hand, and then suddenly glowing armor appears on everybody around him.
That's exactly what you intended to do. Perfect. Well done.
Sausage!
Oh, I got a perfect follow-up to that, potentially, then. Like, I have a perfect follow-up to that.
This pistolier is going to try to shoot Tajid in the back. Quite impolite,
You should not
it
do
must
that.
be said.
That's yep.
Yeah.
Gauche.
Does a 15 hit your reflex?
Reflex, yes.
That is 8 damage.
Excellent. Give me like
It's
an
actually-
hour and a half, and I'm gonna find my my hit points. All right, I found it.
Is there an item here that I can write my hit points down on?
You can
should
take a
have
pen and write it
calculator
anywhere,
at your-
honestly.
Yeah, you can do that. You could have a calculator at your thing.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think that you have 80,000 hit points. I'm sorry.
This is
okay.
good for
Wait.
yeah. These are good for hit point trackers.
Yeah. 41. Okay.
I do appreciate that you have boob G hit points on your calculator.
I mean, we all have them, don't we?
It's just the G that at the end of it that I'm loving.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
actually the funniest part. All right, mash.
So after I witnessed the Invoker just like tosses sausages on the Warforged, the Warforged is just like looks mostly annoyed that he turns
Yes.
to me, and I just go, "Oh, my apologies for my friend's behavior. Here, let me give you something." I grab my plate of sausages and mashed potatoes and
Get it.
slam it into his face.
Love
Uh,
it.
I'm not sure if I can do an effect here, like a stun or a confused or status with it.
If you want to use your
that
an attack with it, you can.
Alright, how about I attack him so hard he gets flung back?
Yeah, you have Tide of Iron. That's exactly
That-
what that would do already, just with rules. You don't even need to make something up for that. You know, you already have an ability that does exactly that.
Damage. Maybe can shift into a space that the target occupying.
You push them back. You
Okay.
push them back and follow them. It's a 10 versus AC. Or yeah, AC. Or it's your dice plus 10.
Okay. Well, let me roll. Oh. So that's 8.
So 18 total. Just misses.
Where do I get the...
So if you look at the powers
Really?
here, it says attack 10 versus AC.
Attack 10 versus AC.
Yep, these little ability cards are calculate your
At the bottom. Okay.
or at the in the upper left where it says attack versus defense. It's
Attack
both are fine.
versus-
Both are.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't able to pay attention earlier.
No,
Cause
that's fine.
You know. That is unfortunate. Does he still get mashed potatoes in the face?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then the bait guy can too.
These guys are I mean, they're Warforged. They've got a bit of AC in them.
I mean, I guess, but was hoping to at least like confuse him for a second. I guess I can give that. Hold on, what do I need to use combat challenge for? But you. Oh yeah, I guess I use combat challenge
All right.
as well
Okay.
to get on me. Bon appetit, monsieur.
Mm-hmm. He is now threatened by you and marked.
There, that's my mark. That's my combat challenge.
Nice. All right, Cookie. You're getting shot. This is a lot. Jeez. Okay, just gonna roll damage.
okay.
I don't think you have a reflex of 28.
No, probably not. No, I got
That is-
16.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 versus reflex. That is another
Oh.
max damage. That is 8 damage.
Question: did Dictator get hit? Forget.
Um,
Oh wait, I don't think
Oh.
they've gone yet. Sorry.
not yet.
Okay,
Oh,
just checking.
Oh wait.
just
Oh
checking.
no, wait. No. Also, your thing technically gave me AC, not like defense. Not
I know,
attack.
but there's a
Yeah,
thing that I
it's-
can do with this.
Oh, okay.
Bill.
Yes. All
Yep.
right. Okay. So, what we're gonna do here is my rat here is flanking with our favorite monk.
It is incorporeal and cannot flank.
That's true. That is a very important point about it. So
Yes.
I'm gonna shift myself here,
Mm-hmm.
and as I do that, I'm going to shift my rat there
Being
because I can
in,
do that.
Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
It moves on your movement,
And
correct?
okay. This guy here. This isn't a minion, right?
It might be.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, there are 5 of
That's a
them,
good
so
point.
so there's a strong chance.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay. Then, uh, yeah. Hey, Sprig, can you make an attack against that pirate? Melee basic.
Sure. I don't know how I do that. Okay, melee basic. Alright. Just see my thing. That's a 2. So that's a 7 to hit. Against
Jeez.
AC.
I mean,
Excellent.
I regret to inform you that a 7 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
This is off. This is off to a wonderful start. The 2 fighter-focused people have missed, on top of the other people.
Oh, all right. That's all I'm going to do this turn. I have other things I plan to do, but yeah, that's what I'm doing for now.
Granting attacks is so much fun. Cookie, it is your turn now, though. Like your real turn, not your fake
So
turn.
I have a question briefly,
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
Am I allowed to move through friendly occupied spaces?
As long as you don't end your movement there, I don't mind it.
Okay. I just had to ask. Because
Technically, I
guess who's
think it
using her
requires a
daily
feat, but-
power already.
Oh.
Sorry, I really should have suggested this during my turn, but I want to say that what I told you to do was hit the guy next to you with the pie. And that
With the what?
barmaid, the barmaid right there, yeah, she was bringing a pie to something.
Oh, okay.
So that pie is God knows where.
Yeah, see, that's why I missed, because the pie wasn't here yet.
That makes sense.
That's what happened.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
hmm So Cookie can go. She's starting here. She can go up here. Then she can go up here. But, so she's starting out. She's bonking this dwarf pirate in the face with the plate of eel. And then she is taking his pot of soup and goes here and thonks this warforged in the back of the head with the pot of soup. And then goes up to same space as Teggett, and she's gonna take this warforged by the head, try to slam him face down in his pot of chili. And then she's running over to here, and basically lowers her horns in like the charge up to the table to flip the table over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's grabbing the pot of chili and the plate out of the air, or probably no, the mug, I think, out of the air, and bashing both pirates over the head.
That's amazing, and I love this system.
So I have a dexterity attack versus reflex
Uh-huh.
against
let's just-
2, 3, 4, 5 creatures.
Now, do you... So for burst attacks... So for... Hold on. You roll separately for each of these attacks, right?
I make it an attack once against each enemy.
Yep, you sure do. Okay, roll against the, no, this one here first.
So that's +5. I click the button and wait, there we go. 21.
Alright.
So we got the one person gets hit with the eel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Let me find the thing. Is 2d6 plus dex plus... Oh no, okay, so 2d6 plus 4. For 12 damage.
Alright. What was the... I'm sorry, what was the to hit again?
21.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're
Against the
easy.
reflex.
Easy. Right. And against B?
And then against the Warforged, we've got a 17 against reflex.
Hits. Reflex is not their
For-
is not their strongest defense.
That's 8 plus 4 is 12 damage again.
Okay.
So then 17 for the next one, plus 5 is 22.
All
For the
right.
second Warforged,
Uh,
which is 9 plus 4 is 13.
okay.
And then the other two pirates, that's an 11.
Their
Against
reflex is 11.
So it's a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
their
hit.
reflex is 11.
And that's 14 damage.
And the last one?
And then the last one is also 11. For 12 damage. Or sorry, 7 is 11 damage.
All of these strikes connect. And it is just an absolute masterpiece of food ballet.
Meanwhile,
That's right.
Guess I also have my movement I can do.
That, yes, movement. Yes, I get it.
She's gonna use her.
you just had to put a
Crane's
monk
Wings
in
move.
the game, didn't you, Jade?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wanted to
She's
highlight
her,
4th edition, so yeah, I did. So go ahead.
She's gonna use her minor action to make the Crane's Wings move. So it's athletics. I technically don't need to do this, I don't think, but I want to because it's a power on the sheet.
It is a move action, not a minor, to clarify.
Yeah, I can move use my minor to make a move, right?
No,
Is
the
it
other way
move
around.
to
Wait,
make
no,
the
the other way
minor?
around, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's my move then.
Mhm.
Athletics of 7, so 2 plus 7 for 9.
All right, I believe you can jump 4 spaces with that. considering your start because you're considered to have the running start.
Oh, that's actually enough anyway. Dunk.
Well then. Okay then.
Thought you were just gonna shoot me and get away with it, did you? And then I guess I can also use my Harmonious Disciple to get 10 hit points.
Yeah. It's a minor, right?
Yeah. So I just gain 3 10 hit points.
Yep, 3 temp HP, and then plus 3 to your next attack when they go away. It's just a cute little trick. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright. The Warforged
That's my
fighter...
turn.
Yeah. That was like a turn. The Warforged fighter is going to shift over 1 so that they're not flanked anymore. And... There it is. They are going to strike the floor and release some grease onto the ground. How do I change color? There we go. This area is difficult terrain, which takes double movement to go through. And you are going to attempt to be bonked. To clarify, I'm referring to Foita.
Oh,
That is...
I use my reaction
Okay.
as you bonk him. I look at him and I hold up my hand with my magic orb as he goes, "How dare you hit him!" As I don't even have to like roll or anything like that. Before upon him getting attacked, not hit, but rather oh no, it actually hits. Sorry. Go and roll to see if you hit him.
Oh, it hit.
Okay, well then, yeah. So how dare you? As I gain a bonus to my next attack roll against the triggering enemy equal to my intelligence modifier. So because he hit Dictator, I get a +3 to my next attack.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I broke out my nice dice because, I haven't used them in a little while. These dice apparently missed me. Let's see.
How
Supposed
much
to be
is a
mad
lot?
at you.
How much is a lot, Jade?
I rolled 18 to hit, and they have a +9.
Well,
That's
that
not
hit.
that much. That won't hit me.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
but Jade, that's the
Hi.
hit. What's the damage?
damage is not very much, tragically. It is 7 points, which is not a bad attack, honestly, but not as much as...
Yeah, that's not so bad.
The other Warforged is going to come over here and jump up on the bar. You may take a free strike, Shaman.
Okie doke.
If you want to, I mean, you don't
What's
have to.
my melee basic attack? This is gonna be actually that's not terrible.
Right? But it's just,
I'm
yeah.
a
It's
little
just
bit
in its early
entertained
levels,
that they
yeah.
didn't even try to follow me.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
That does not.
Okay.
If I mess with my fucking 18.
All right. Does a natural 1 hit you?
Me? Yes.
Okay. Does a 8 hit your reflex?
By 17 points, yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, I guess that's his turn. Apparently, he's had a pretty rough time getting up on that bar. He took him almost as many tries as it took for Cookie to sit down. This one, however, is going to come down and flank Cookie. He's fine.
Hmm.
14 doesn't hit you, I presume.
Nope.
No. Well, he will be there to provide flanking to his ally. Flanking is a core rule in 4th edition. It is +2 to hit. And
Yeah.
the battlefield is by design a lot more mobile, with people trying to get flanking and avoid it, and lay down fields that can disrupt that, and reposition enemies to get bonuses. I like having a more active movement on the battlefield. It makes it more dynamic and interesting to me.
Yeah.
All right,
Agreed.
Invoika.
Alright, well, all of my abilities are creature bursts, so I think I'm about to hit my allies. Is that how that works?
You can target
avoid hitting
land.
us, but-
You can target on the ground. It's like if you want to hit this guy, you could target here, and it would hit Dr. Raddington. But I mean, what's he ever done for you?
Healed you a lot.
Did
You
I
have
get
very
hit?
good skills for Dr. Raddington.
I mean, did I get hit?
Huh?
No, but over time, Dr. Raddington
Oh,
has
okay.
healed you. Dr.
Alright, I've
Raddington
got-
is your friend.
I've got an idea here. I'm going to take a small shift here, 5-foot shift.
Okay. Mhm.
And I am going to use the area burst on Foyter.
Love it.
You can't just come.
How dare you hit my ally? That's my job! Vanguard's lightning. So, attack is my wisdom versus their reflex.
Oh, that is so good. Reflex is 16 for both of them. It is almost very close to their lowest defense.
Well, I get a +3 to this on top of it, so, 20.
Easy hit.
And does
Natural?
that also? I'm sure that also hit non-natural 20, but I believe that also hits Foyter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Against reflex, it
let's
should,
see.
yeah.
All right, so
my-
the damage is 1d6 plus
13.
4. So let me roll the d6.
You do roll separate damage for each instance, but even though it's one attack roll.
Okay, so that's 6 on the fight on the Warforged.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage, and when the target makes an opportunity attack before the end of my next turn, the target takes lightning damage equal to my intelligence modifier. They'll take 3 damage.
Which is pretty cool. Got it.
Okay, my second roll.
Uh-huh.
That is a 3. I will put that on Foyter.
Alright.
So 3 plus 4, so 7 damage. And 7 damage against the other one. So now if any of them attempts to... Oh, wait, I get a plus... Oh, no, that's plus 5 in my attack. I actually rolled a lot higher. I actually am supposed to roll a plus 6 on the damage. It's supposed to be 1d6 plus 5. So it's actually... so 11 damage on the first one and 8 damage on the other two. Lightning damage.
Got it.
And if any of them attempt
So how
a
much did I
attack of
take?
opportunity, they'll get struck by lightning.
Sounds good. You took 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna imagine like the way I handled this is like I just ducked and raised my trident and that sprang off from that and hit them too. But I also got burned a little bit.
I like the idea that you duck with your trident, and it's like what an excellent lightning rod! Just sparks out on either end into the two of them.
Oh, that's so cool! Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love improvising how the actual combat looks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
My turn.
Gunner that first.
Oh yeah, right. The gunner isn't dead yet.
Gunner hasn't been hurt yet.
Yeah, because it's the one on the opposite side from where Cookie is.
I haven't heard this one either. I just got here.
I just got here. I think they're gonna send another bolt into Shaman. So they will. Plus 10.
Just to keep in mind, encounter powers are abilities that I can only use once per encounter, correct?
Yes, and should because every encounter you get it back.
Okay, so encounter is combat, right?
Yep, each combat.
All right. Sorry, yeah, because I just remember one time a DM that did 4th edition were like, oh no, it's once per session. I'm like, oh.
Oh man, that would be so tiresome. You could only use like a couple abilities for the entire session. That'd be like, playing 5th edition. No one? Okay, fine. 19 versus reflex on Bill.
I guess that could hit this time. Yes, that hits a lot.
Most of the time that I play, a combat encounter is a whole session anyway.
Another 8 damages.
Oh, I'm bloodied.
By the way, I'm listening to like some Tavern Brawl music I put on in the background, and the first comment was we weren't even 10 minutes into the one shot. How appropriate.
Alright, it is MASH.
Alright. So, I'm not sure what I need to get this particular action done. I would wish to... I guess you can consider this a grab, but I basically want to... Because he's a Warforged, I kind of feel like this can pass as, like, a thing that can be done. Basically, like, jam my trident into, like, the center of him, and then, like, flinging onto his friend up here. Is that possible?
Sure. I'm gonna call that. I'll have you roll for Tide of Iron, and I'll say that you're pushing him the other direction.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll for a Tide of Iron there, and we can tweak it out that way.
Okay.
I'll have you change places with him if it hits.
That's a 9 plus 10, if I remember correctly.
Does anybody have a way to give him a +1 to hit? Because like.
Nope.
No, and you do not have combat advantage. Tragically, this is in fact a miss. I will remind you that you have encounter powers that are good to use.
You know, I somehow suspect we will not be doing more than just this fight. So, let's
encounter
see.
powers refresh every fight, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, encounter. Steel Serpent Strike, Strength modifier, +5 damage, and... the
Also, you
target
get...
is slowed.
Sorry. Also, you get your
Yes.
action point every... you get your action point is... Yeah, available as well.
Every session, right?
Once per session. Or once per extended rest, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
interesting.
was pointing it out.
You could do a
It's-
reroll if you wanted to.
It's functionally a daily power, but you can earn them. It's inspiration. It's like an inspiration, except you get a standard action instead of a reroll.
Right.
Yeah, inspiration, except you get an action surge.
Yeah, exactly. And fighters get
Oh, that's
bonuses
right. I
when they
totally
take these
forgot it
actions.
would do that instead of just giving you a reroll. Wow. Oh, brain bad.
Yeah. Oh no, you can use that to lay into somebody, like
Oh wait.
with
It's so
the
good.
invoker. If you use your bonus to lightning damage and just blast.
Yeah.
Did you since okay? How's this sound? Since I technically used the blood clot right in it as part of it, do I get the +1 to that? Or is that calculated already?
It's included in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want an action point to hit again, or is that your turn?
Screw it. I'll use that point because that just sounds. Yet again, would this like do any damage to this guy, or at least push him away?
What it would do with what you were playing is it was basically swap you and the and this guy's positions, so they would be here and here, which sets you up slightly better.
I mean, part of the whole action is that I also slam him into this guy.
Now you don't really have the ability to do that with your current skill sets.
Can I try and grab him and then use it? No, I already rolled.
Your turn will come around again.
Yeah, but that's just like a lot of waiting for another disappointment.
I recommend trying to set up combat advantage when you can.
Hmm.
I mean, I could just like move like. I mean, no, the rat doesn't count. I'm sorry, I'm just like always frustrated because it's like I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's like, oh well, the mechanics support it, and it like just irritates me greatly.
Yeah, and there's a certain point where it's like like I am always flexible with the mechanics to try to get to try to allow people to do what they want, but there's a certain point where it's like that might be outside of your ability set. Like picking up someone and throwing him isn't exactly what you got have access to right now, just in terms of move pools.
Because I both to just say I stab at them or I shoot at them.
You got it next turn. I believe in you. All right.
I mean, is that all I can do? Because I don't think because I spend my action technically on that attack.
Yep, you have a move action if you want to. Yep, you have a minor action if you have anything that can flag off that. You have a movement action if you want to reposition so that you can be better set up for next turn.
Or give somebody else combat advantage.
Or give somebody else combat advantage with flanking. Or just, get out of being flanked yourself.
Yeah,
I figured.
Yeah,
you can either use your 5-foot step, or you can move. If you move, this one or the other will probably get an opportunity attack. But if they take an opportunity attack, they also get zotted by the invoker.
That is true. So. Does he take the opportunity attack?
He does.
Yeah, if you're just moving. Are you just moving? How far are you moving?
I'm gonna move further. I just want to get the roll done.
Yeah.
Might as well go here.
They will hit for 3 damage, and how much are they taking for the audacity?
How much did they roll? Because I have 19 plus 5.
Oh, that's right, the +5. Nope, they miss.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for reminding me. And how much do they take for making an opportunity attack? Was it 3?
Magus?
So, say that one more time.
They made an
How much is
opportunity
your
attack.
ability doing?
Oh yes, that they take 3 damage.
Okay. Great. Got it. All right. The gunner is going to attempt to kick you in the shins. And Sprig, that is. We'll see how well that goes for them. Decently good. That's like a 22 to hit.
That hits.
It's not that much damage as it is in melee. So it is. Never mind. I rolled max damage. It's 5. It's a D4 plus 1.
Okay.
All right.
Rip to Sprig, killed by a
Huh?
D4.
I take 2 damage because I have 10, and now I have +3 to hit them.
Oh no!
She just like kicks me in the hoof.
You just snort.
dare!
Kick you in the hoof. Just Minotaur snort. Yeah, that's her action. Bill!
Yes. All right. Okay. We've got our people lined up a little bit differently now. All right. But I'm flanking, which means this guy here in the middle here is going to give combat advantage no matter to whom, which is good. That's what I want to see. All right. Minor action, I'm going to use Razor Claw shifting because I'm bloody.
okay.
Until the end of the encounter, my speed increases by 2 and I gain a +1 to AC and reflex.
What do you shift into?
God,
It's a
I-
werewolf
I-
shift. It's not a full wild shape. It's more like turning into a werewolf, sort of like half transformation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a were-rat. Like, I'm a city shaman.
This makes sense.
Yeah. I get, like, bulky and oh boy, the smell gets so much worse, and you don't know where it's coming from, but it's there.
You don't know where it's coming from, but you can guess.
are you?
Well, I mean, like,
Werefunk?
no, I didn't smell that bad a minute ago, but now I smell like junk that's been out there for a month.
Ooh.
Like,
Are you
this is
a
the
were
city.
skunk?
No, just a were city rat.
So you're a Skaven.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Anyway, this guy who's in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna make him pay.
Give him the boo boo.
Okay, that is a 17 against Will.
That misses.
That
That is-
hits.
oh.
Against Will, it does.
Yeah.
AC's 20, but Will is
Against
only
Will,
15.
it hits.
Will is their lowest defense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. 2d6 plus 5 damage, and oh, good. I can do this next turn. He gets a -2 to attack anybody who is adjacent to Dr. Raddington.
Oh, jeez. And he's marked by Mash too.
So that is 12 damage.
Oh, jeez.
As Dr. Raddington just like savagely bites him.
I am being outclassed by a rat. How unfortunate.
This fighter is
That's not just any
bloodied.
rat. That's Dr. Raddington.
True.
Oh, that's bad.
The Warforged is bloodied, which is not,
As-
it's not Actually, you know what? No, in
As
this
bloody...
case. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh? No,
Go ahead.
no, you finish your thing. I was just gonna do a quick. Well, as bloodied as a Warforged can be.
Yeah.
In this case, they are bleeding.
Oh.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen.
No. And also, I will say, Mash, your primary job is to take hits, and so if you you are the defender of the team. So like, as long as you are getting in people's face and stopping them from hurting your allies, I'd say you're doing your job.
Oh yeah, if you're rolling attack rolls, you're doing your job.
Like you are not doing bad, insofar as you're
Because it's putting the mark on them even if you miss, right?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is going to want to hit you and not me, the healer.
Mm-hmm.
You have any like that's so good.
Like there is a healer and a caster in melee range of a soldier, and neither of them are dead. You are doing your job.
Yeah. Fighters are good.
I was born to take abuse. Oh, I truly am French.
Please tell me that the weapon you use is a cigarette and sarcasm.
I mean, it's a trident. We could pretend that it's a candelabra with a candelabra.
Yeah.
Unlike you, my vicious mockery takes 4 hours and is in black and white.
I once knew a bard. I told him a joke. He was depressed.
You want me to be a bard? I will sob uncontrollably into this tuba.
I was hatched for better things. But
I feel like I just did the
my
equivalent
lot
of a
in life.
sneak attack on Jade here.
You don't understand. Jade is dying right now. This is the end of Jade. This is fatal.
I'm on a combo spree.
I'm a couple of seconds of uncontrolled laughter away from contacting someone who loves her.
Okay.
You see, this is my true victory.
If I were laughing this long uncontrollably, I would already have passed out.
No, the idea of like a French like pretentious bard or whatever does seem like a fun idea to try and do at some point.
It really
It does,
does.
I just
Just channeling my divinity. See if you can survive this long enough to experience the second coming, huh?
I just like
It is
the, I
only
just like
jazz if it is from the jazz region of France.
I just love that this is coming. I just love that these lines might be coming from a big burly lizard, not a character that's normally known to have carry the French accent and be depressed.
It's very good. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. You guys are great.
I was born to take abuse.
Cookie spreading.
Anyway, yeah, let's go. Let's continue on. Oh, I'm so proud of that one.
You know what? I see the plate of onions here, and I just got kicked. I think, Cookie is just grabbing an onion by, like, its leaves, and grabbing the gunner by the collar with her other hand. And she's gonna open the gate of battle. Dexterity versus reflex, that's a 21.
That's a hit.
For 3d10 plus 4 damage.
Yep, they're at full health, so
So that's 18 damage.
that's a lot.
I'm also gonna use Centered Flurry of Blows, which adds another 2 plus 3 for another 5 damage.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that damage to the gunner, or do you want to pop the pirate off that? Because the pirate has
I can't-
you have, huh?
The flurry of blows only targets the person that I hit.
It does?
Ah. Are you fighting? Are these minions, Jade?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need to do any extra damage. They have 1 hit point.
I thought you could hit anything with flurry of blows that was adjacent. Because I know at a higher level it becomes
I
multi-target.
have a different one. I have Twin Thunders, which is an ability that allows me to damage 2 things that are adjacent. But they're not adjacent
these
right now,
guys
so
are
I was
not
going to use
adjacent.
that one so that I could move the pistolier into range of the pirate so that I'd be able to double
Fair.
strike them next turn. But, yeah, they died in the 1 hit. I just bludgeoned them to death with an onion.
Uh-huh. Centered Flurry of Blows, you can do whatever you want, obviously. I just wanted to double check the rulings, though. Centered Flurry of Blows is 1 creature adjacent to you. It does not have to be the same creature. So you stacking the damage on the pistolier, or you can spread. I'm just making sure you're aware of what the
Okay.
ability.
It says you hit with an attack during your turn, then effective the target. So I thought the target was the one that I hit with.
Yeah, the thing is here, it's cut off where the target says 1 creature and it's cut off, but it's supposed to be 1 creature adjacent to you.
Ah, that's why.
That's why. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's bludgeoning the gunner, and then, the flurry of blows for the dwarf pirate, too. And
Alright,
just,
roll.
underhand follow through, clubs him in the chin with the onion.
Nice. Roll it against. I mean, it's mostly just not rolling a 1. Just roll against the dwarf pirate for the flurry of blows. That is a separate attack roll, right?
It's not an attack, it's just damage.
Nope, they just take damage. Okay, he's dead. He's just gone. So that's 18 damage. You said. Okay. Yeah, the pirate is bloodied.
Okay.
That's their. Okay. However. Never mind. When they get hit, the pirate can attempt to do a backflip a step away and take a shot with a pistol. They missed, so they don't get to do that.
Uh-huh. I do have the ability to shift, to move a creature that I hit with the flurry of blows, though. One
True.
square in any direction.
Mhm.
So I think it's basically just for show that, she's clubbing the pistolier with the onion and then hits the dwarf in the underhand follow through, and he just, lifts up off the ground before he falls down.
Yes. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I apologize for lifting you. I didn't mean to.
And I think that's... Yeah, I don't have any other minor powers I can do.
Okay. And I assume you don't want to move because you're you've got him right where you want him.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Yeah.
if they're gonna run away from me, they're running into a corner, basically, to get directly away. Yep, that's Cookie's turn.
All right. It is
Beating
the
up pirates with an onion.
amazing. It is the Warforged turn. The zone goes away. You are bloodied, right? Right, Bill?
Yeah.
He's gonna have the audacity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, I also got +3 to damage on the thing for the lost 10 hit points.
That's true. They are bloodieder.
Sorry. Yeah, I just didn't realize that it was also on damage, and I was just looking at my sheet, trying to make sure I'm familiar for next turn.
Yeah. Hey, hey, GD.
No, if anyone hit. Oh,
Yes.
This Warforged fighter has the audacity to try to attack the shaman. Can you believe that?
I can.
Jeez. Does a...
Sorry.
Gosh. Does a 5 hit
No,
versus AC?
no.
No? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. That's including the minus from that. Okay, well, you can punch them.
So I can pick any other attack and just regular attack.
Nope. It's a melee basic attack. It's a
Okay.
not an at will. It's the attack at on the first page. Melee basic.
Okay. So this is what we're doing today, huh?
Oh no, that hits because you are currently being given +2 to hit from the shaman.
Oh, neat.
Yep.
So what's my damage here?
Right below it, D8 +6.
You said on the first page it shows that, right?
Yep, you have attack workspace, damage workspace on the right-hand side,
Attack bonus.
or just the basic attack section works too.
Okay. 1d8 +6.
Yep.
Okay, so let me roll the d8. Okay.
By the way,
Yeah. 9.
this is
9
solid.
damage.
It's not bad.
Anyway, you were
But
gonna
by
say,
the way, I do want to point out that the trident. Oh, by the way, do you want to do more damage?
would be nice.
Look at your trident's ability.
At the very bottom, right?
Yep. If you want, because you hit with a weapon, you can take up to 3 damage to deal double that. I'm sorry. You can take a damage to deal an extra 2. It's a thing that you can do once per encounter.
We gotta hydrate or dihydrate for everybody.
Nope. Okay.
I'm sipping.
Okay.
Taking a big drink.
Either way, that's a solid hit.
Yeah, I think I would take it if I got like a 4 or 5 maybe, but not
Sure.
first.
All right. The other Warforged is going to come over here and try to hit this invoker. It's been giving them trouble. They are flanking. Yeah, that's like a 30. So that is 6 damage, and now we roll again at +7 versus Fortitude. Does a 19 beat your Fortitude? Magus?
Sorry, I spaced out for a little bit. It's
No
my
worries.
fortitude.
Yeah.
19 does beat my fortitude. I got my fortitude's 14.
Okay. You're taking what I say, 6 damage,
Yeah.
6 damage.
and you're taking ongoing 5 poison damage every turn until you save against it. You can save once per. You can attempt to save once per turn
After you
Oh,
take
boy.
the damage.
after taking the damage.
Trying to find a way to edit this document. No, I don't want to use AI to scan the text. I just want to type things on top of it.
Yeah. I'm just using a notepad for.
Yeah, they're non-editable PDFs.
Yeah, if we were like, actually doing a campaign, I'd make sure that you guys got the proper kind, but this was,
Yeah.
you know...
A one shot.
I didn't have a whole
One
lot
shot
of...
and yeah, not a huge amount of prep time.
not a huge amount of notice. Liv didn't let us know until...
Good lord, how did they screw up Adobe Acrobat so badly?
Oh, I could do that.
I used Foxit.
You want me to fuck up Adobe Acrobat? I could mess it up real bad.
So I used, for the record, I use a Foxit PDF reader, hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah. I also use this hashtag because Jay told me to.
And we're getting +1s in my chat from that as well. So, I guess...
It is a good PDF reader.
Anyways,
I just read PDFs in Opera.
that's completely valid, but that doesn't give you any tools for editing, does it? I don't think it does.
No, I don't really use PDFs.
Oh, that's completely fair. That is their
How-
turn.
I mean, I imagine you have to open them occasionally.
You would think
Occasionally, but I can read them just fine in Opera.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. This pirate over here comes over, sits down, and starts eating as if his friends are not getting punched in the face.
Oh, nice.
We are back to the Invoker's turn.
Okay, how do I make this text larger? There, cool. I just typed in the health that I have. I took 9 damage or 6 damage?
6, I believe.
Thank you, just making sure.
And then at the beginning of your turn, you take 5.
Oh, unless I do a fortitude save?
You can attempt the save after you take the damage, but yes.
Alright, so I've got 11 damage. Because it's the start of my turn, right?
Yes, it is.
Alright, so I'm going to make the roll to resist
10
the fortitude.
10 plus. Just roll double digits.
17.
Alright,
Okay.
you have cleared the poison.
Alrighty. I can't move and then attack. I have to. Sorry, I can't attack and then move. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely can.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you
All
can.
right.
Use your actions
Whatever
in
order
any
you
order you
want.
choose.
Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to. For the end of your next turn. Okay. Okay. Regrettably, Dr. Raddington probably will be affected by this. So, I'm going to do Vanguard's Lightning, and I'm going to hit on top of myself.
Ooh.
It is lightning damage, and it's Wisdom against Reflex. So I'm going to roll my dice again.
Reflex is 16.
I got a critical,
Beautiful. You've crit against
And-
everybody involved.
including myself.
I mean, that happens.
Okay, but that guy deserved it. So
So I roll a d6 on myself.
Actually, fun fact, you don't.
Oh, why not?
You used to get max damage. Everybody does.
Oh.
That's
yeah.
actually. Wait, I'm
you're-
sorry.
you
With your Hexer's Rod, I'm sorry. You do roll a d6. You take max damage from the ability, and then an additional d6.
Oh, well then.
nice.
Yay!
I have a thing here that says I take reduced damage from lightning.
That's
Oh,
true. You are a Storm Soul, so you can reduce that
Trying
from
to figure
yourself.
out where. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I do that or where I check that. Oh, resist 5 lightning. Okay.
Yeah.
So I take max. I do max damage because I critical, and then I add a d6 to that.
Yep.
All right, so I got a 1 on myself. So that's 11 damage. Or sorry, and Oh no, I'm sorry. 11 damage. So 12 damage. And that's 11, 10, 9. So 7. I take 7 damage on myself.
Okay.
So I'm now at 18 damage on myself. And everybody else, let's see. First Warforged takes 11 plus so 13 damage. Second Warforged takes 18 damage.
Jeez.
And Raddington takes 17 damage.
Oh. It doesn't matter how much Reddington takes. Reddington takes 1 hit point of damage and he pops out of existence.
Oh.
Actually, he has to take more.
No,
For
he
Shaman.
has to take 1 point of damage, and then I take a bunch.
All right, last but not least, Warforged Fighter just had been hit and all that stuff. I'm going to move to invoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, he's gonna take it because he's extremely angry. By the way, this fighter is let me know how you want to do that, because ow.
Oh.
I was gonna say that if he survives this or whatever, I would pretty much nab him and just slam him over here.
All right, so I take a step away. He takes takes damage.
All right, his attack on you does hit.
He's not bloodied, correct?
Huh? Oh,
He's
is
not bloodied, correct? Okay, so he took an extra 3 damage trying to hit me.
Right. Yes, I did cut. Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh no, that bloodied him. That was that hurt. And you take a mighty 10 damage.
I got 1 hit point left.
Seriously?
Okay.
1?
10 hit points? Yeah, okay. You take 5 damage, and I will take the other 5. I can do
Oh,
that.
nice.
And I can't use second wind after I've done that attack, correct?
Don't worry about it. When my turn comes up, you'll get healed.
Okay.
Yeah, second win is a standard
It's a
action.
utility power.
Yeah, it's a standard action.
Okay.
Fighter can use it as a minor action, but not at this level.
No.
That becomes a fighter thing later on.
It's so cool for him, too. Man.
Right? Alright, so next up is Gunner, who is bloodied, which does allow them to shift as a minor action.
I thought this was Gunner.
Is that the Gunner that's up next?
That ability is broken. No character should have that ability, Jay. Shift as a minor,
true.
that's too much.
Yeah, it's absolutely busted.
It's truly broken.
By the way, that's what kobolds get in this edition. Kobolds can shift as a minor action. It's insane.
It is actually kind of insane and awesome. Kobolds are great in 4th edition.
Kobold rogues are absolute monstrosities, and I love them.
They're ridiculous.
The
Kobold
Gunner.
rogues are death.
It is this Gunner over here. Thank you for double checking me, GD. They have been shooting into the shaman this whole time with no repercussions and have no reason to stop.
Yep.
That is a 6 plus 10, so 16 versus on reflexes.
Reflex?
Yeah. Tie goes to the player.
That hits. That hits. I feel like I have a... No, yeah, go ahead. It hits.
That is 8 damage.
Okay.
I don't think this one has failed to roll max damage yet. I think every damage roll has been a 6 on a d6 plus 2.
It has been. Yeah.
Yeah. Just dang. This gunner is kind of scary. And I'm here for it.
I can take 4 hits from it. I have taken 3.5. So,
Alright, Mash, you're up.
Hey man, I've been fucking busy with these other things, so
No, for real, you have.
yeah, no, like I no complaints.
right. Okay, just let me check some actions here.
And you can walk through bodies, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not even rough terrain unless they're, unless it's like some golems, I
Unless they
think.
say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, imagine that having that be part of your stat block. When you die, you become rough terrain. Ouch.
Okay, so
That's rough, buddy.
all right. How's this? I shield slam this guy into the oven.
Yes.
So I'm using shield slam, but here it would probably be, I get up here and I just kick him, and
So-
then I get down and I try to push him in.
Shield Slam is actually a follow-up attack. If you hit with another attack, you get to do the other attack and Shield Slam. So you get to make another attack first if you
Ooh.
want.
So what you're gonna please tell me you're gonna do like a big drop kick kind of move on him, like you're
Yeah, you know
vaulting over
what?
the thing and you're just gonna.
You know what? That's not. I did want to do a suplex on that other guy here, so yeah, sure, another wrestling move. Drop kicking
Nice.
sounds
Yes.
perfect.
Just drop
Um,
kick across the counter.
Yeah,
Do you want to use Steel Serpent then?
yeah. Wait, does Steel Serpent also move?
No, but you can still you get the Shield Slam after the after your
Oh.
attack. So you might as well use it. Might as well attack something else first.
Sure. Okay, let's see. That is the fourth 9!
Holy cow!
But is it enough?
Are you doing anything for that currently, Bill?
I don't know if I can do anything.
You know what? I'm willing
Do you wanna-
to use an action point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
That
let
one's fun enough.
I'll let you use it to re-roll, so you don't lose the ability.
Okay.
If this is another 9, I swear.
Yes!
Okay, there we go. 2d8 plus 6.
2d8 plus 6. 2d8. Oh, could have been worse. So 7 plus 6, 12, 13.
So I have good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is you're not going to be able to shield slam on account that you can only do that against a living target.
Oh.
The good news is that you got him. So you just sent him into the oven.
Good.
That's a strong hit.
From my guy, yeah. I would hope so.
Mm-hmm. All right, Gunner B. Shift is minor.
I would say something witty, but I do not have any baked puns.
And they're gonna be going after Sprig. To the tune
Yeah.
of a lot. 17 on the 2-hit die.
Again, Stacy.
Plus 10. So 27 versus reflex,
yeah.
actually. Like,
Yeah,
that hits
so
an epic
they
level
just
character.
never miss. Just never ever miss.
Plus 10 versus reflex, no. These guys are snipers.
Okay.
Like, I mean, they don't have a lot of HP, and until they are bloodied, they're easy to lock down. But after they're bloodied, it's like, oh no, they're dangerous now. because they can just back out. It's only a d6 plus 2 though, so that is 4 damage now,
Okay.
and
I
that's
am
the.
bloodied now.
All right. That's them. It's over to Bill. Bill, I think you have some work to do.
All right. Okay. So everybody's dying, which isn't great.
Mildly, mildly.
All right. Who's above bloodied right now? Just call out if you're above bloodied.
No hands.
I got 1 health point.
No, you have 6 health points.
Oh, sorry.
I took the other 5 health points of damage so that you would have more than 1 health point. You have 6 health points. Please. Okay.
I'm
So,
8 points away from bloodied.
So you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're like the healthiest person. Okay, you can have Magus spend a healing surge and get an additional d6 of hit points. You can roll the d6 yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
That one needed more time in the oven. That's the pun. That was the
There it is. You found it.
It's like I like
I
the
got a
idea that
4.
after
So how much
I
health
like
did
the
I
idea.
get?
Magus, what?
How much health did I get?
Your
rolled-
surge
your healing
value
surge
is
value plus-
7. So 7 plus that.
Plus whatever you rolled.
Okay,
So
so I got
11, I
11
guess?
health.
Yeah.
I like that the idea of my lizard saying that like after the battle, like that is what they should have said. Damn it!
Oh man, actually, it'd be a great character thing. Like, just always come up with your one-liners like when it's just too late. That'd be a good running joke.
Looks like they ran out of
Actually,
you at the stupid store.
It's my turn. What's my speed? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can't actually move my. I can't move Dr. Raddington to be in melee range to anybody, so I can't maintain my daily that I spent. So I'm just going to move Dr. Raddington over here after he heals you up. Yeah. By the way, Dr. Raddington gave you some first aid. He wrapped up your wounds real quick. Those are the cleanest bandages you've ever seen.
Also, are you going to be taking cover behind something? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm going to drop behind this table
Okay.
and beat down behind it because
Got it.
I don't need to keep getting hit.
Technically, at
And
that,
also, I'm going to use my second wind.
Yeah. Yep. That you can do that. Yeah.
So that's my turn.
All right. Yeah. Concealment is +2, and we're back to Cookie.
Yeah, I think it's a. I'm tired of you breaking the rules of the food fight. She's been set on this being a food fight up until now.
Understandable, honestly.
I was on board with continuing it being a food fight till they started shooting.
Yeah. No, the gunners have 0 chill.
The second time that Cookie got shot, no, 3 strikes and you're out of here. She doesn't math very good. So she's using Goring Charge, which is 20.
It's a nat 22.
I mean, that's a crit 20. Oh.
Is it 29 for the against AC?
I mean, it's a crit, so it's everything.
You just destroy this person.
Actually, it does pretty low damage considering.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does,
boo.
what, 11 damage? It knocks them prone?
D6 plus 4, so 10.
Alright.
And knocks prone.
Whew. Okay. Alright.
And yeah, she can use Centered Flurry of Blows as well for another 5 damage.
Well, it's dead now. I hope you're happy.
You should be happy.
Yes.
Right,
So
are you
Cookie
happy?
like charges across the room, gores on the horn, straightens up. Ah, they're gone now. Problem solved, I guess.
I hate to say it, but I'm actually a big fan of Cookie.
That's just playing
No,
favorites.
Cookie rules.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, but also Cookie objectively rules. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna fight it.
Next up is Warforged, then the Warforged, then the Thugs. They're all
I
dead.
have my movement.
Oh, right.
just
Yeah.
just put yourself on a place, and yeah, like that's 75% properly. Like that's
mean-
fine. It's a bar fight. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna look at you askance for being at a weird angle.
Hmm.
I mean,
So I have a question really quick too, actually, about a thing that I'm curious on.
Go ahead.
Once I've used the attack version of my encounter power, it says movement technique is a move action. Is that also consumes the ability and can't be used anymore?
The move actions for all of your abilities can be used before or after, and on the same turn that you use that power.
Okay. So I can use them on the same turn that I use the power, but I can't use them now.
You can, but it would consume the power. If you
Okay.
use just the attack or the move action, it will use the power, but you can use both of them if you use it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. If you use the power, you have access to both of them on that turn. But do not have to use either. All right. Yeah. Next up is Warforged A, dead. Warforged B, dead. Thugs. There is simply one that is low key trying to protect the Pistolier and not do anything else. So they're just kind of standing there, like just pretending to eat while watching you guys carefully. That brings us all the way up to Invoker.
Okay. I don't think there's anybody much left, is there?
Just
There's the
this-
gunner
Kill
that's
this
been
guy.
absolutely obliterating the shaman.
Oh, well.
I've been shot conservatively 9 times. To do.
Okay.
Every single one has been in the butt.
The range on one of these says close blast 3. What does that mean? Like 3 squares away?
Blast. Hold on a second.
It's a close blast 3 is 3 by 3 in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would be this area here.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
could do
really-
you can do that from any square adjacent to your square. So it can be any 9 squares around you. Yeah.
Yep. So you can
that'll
be
work.
like here if you
Okay.
want.
So I can only move
Which
6
one did you s-
squares, right?
What was that?
Oh, no, I can only move 5.
Yeah. You have move
Right.
5.
Which one did you say isn't carrying? This one?
Because you're a short horse.
This one.
Yeah. This one is.
Remember
is
when
Sorry, go ahead.
when you're moving, you can move diagonally for the same cost as moving straight.
Yes, the square root of 2 is 1.
Yeah. Pi is exactly a incomprehensible thing to me.
Yes, the square root of 2 is
Okay.
1, and pi is exactly equal to 3.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yep.
to use symbol of the broken sword on the pistolier.
Okay.
It is a wisdom against his will save.
Oh boy, it's a mighty 13.
Critical failure.
Oh, ouch. You could use
Magus,
your action point to reroll if you wish.
I would like to do that, yes.
It's technically a house rule since is supposed to always give a new standard, but yeah.
I think it's
18.
Magus. I
All
think
right.
it's something with your house because it is happening to you and GD.
Yep.
I don't
It's-
think it's
there-
the house so
there's
much as
some
it's
kind
the
of-
router.
Mhm.
Anyway,
I think the router is suffering from the same problem as the house is.
so 18. That means until the end of my next turn, the target cannot use any attack power that requires a standard action other than basic attacks, and until the end of my next turn, they take a negative 3 to all of their attack rolls.
Ow!
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I like the idea of me walking up, just outraged. It's like, how dare you! Snaps fingers. Your gun is bad!
Yeah, the gun is not a basic attack. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
How dare you? You're breaking
Goodness.
rules of the food
It's just
fight.
the idea that the guy looks at it, and he looks at his gun, and he's convinced that the gun has just dismantled itself in his hand.
I gotta say, like honestly, we're having a food fight. That person's using a gun.
You have violated the
I feel like
contract!
they should eat it. They should eat the gun. You gotta prove that it's food.
All right. Mash, you are up.
Alright, so I'm not going to be able to make it over to him to give them a personal beatdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I am going to do is I am going to grab, because I am a very strong boy, gonna grab
Mhm.
this, and I'm just gonna toss that entire crate onto the gunner.
Nice.
Bottles and all.
Your trident is a heavy thrown weapon, which means you can use strength for throwing attacks. So you can make a ranged basic attack.
I did kind of suspect that I could potentially do that, but it's like, I just like tossing big things, really.
That's fair. Here's the cool
But
thing,
okay.
though.
Yeah?
It's a magical weapon. Magical weapons always can return to your hand after being thrown. It will. After it's thrown and lands, it teleports back. It teleports back to your hand.
Ooh, I just thought it was like a regular +1. Neat.
Yeah, so basically we can use it as the rules of the number that you're rolling for throwing the crate.
Yeah. So I'm just saying mathematically, throw the trident. Setting wise, throw the crate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I prefer.
Yep.
Use
That is-
use the optimal version only statistically.
The character sheet is for mechanics, not for lore. The character sheet is
Yeah.
important only as it serves the game balance.
Oh yeah.
Oh
This time,
yeah. Easiest
right
hit of
from
the day.
get-go. Yeah.
This one has not been damaged, so and it did that. Also, by the way, part of the reason I set up this character for to have that heavy thrown,
Mhm.
that counts as marking them.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I
Let
hope
me,
you got the. Hmm? Oh yeah.
Oh,
the-
okay.
How much?
D8 plus 6
How
damage.
much then? How many?
D8 plus 6.
Oh, that's nice. 13.
Nice.
I hope you got the point.
I hope you got the point you say as you throw a bunch of bottles at them.
Oh yeah, no. No,
No, it's
Yes.
actually, that's his character. That's his gimmick. He's French and he
It's just
constantly has
one-liners
the.
that don't make any sense.
He makes terrible puns. Like actually bad puns that don't make sense.
Which
Oh, it's so
honestly,
good.
honestly,
It makes sense.
him being a dragonborn makes it even funnier for some reason.
It does.
It does.
Like
Why does that work?
I made that pun for the trident, but then I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. From bottles. Bottle up, bottles up.
Bottles up. That's what people say when they're drinking. Bottles up.
Scrambled
Yes.
aphorisms.
Oh, it's
I love
good.
this.
I'm sorry, GD. I forgot for like a second. You're not from like the English speaking world. Bottoms
I mean-
up. Is the...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make fun.
No, it's just like I've heard something similar, so I was like, "Is it
Yeah,
bottles
no,
up?" or-
that's so. Bottles up is so good. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Yet again, the fact that it's coming from this like dragonborn, that it's like he has the worst sense. He has the worst. He knows the jokes, but he has the worst interpretation of them.
He's just slightly off.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Mix that in with the French accent, and it's perfect because he's
It really
that
is.
means because that means he's not a local to the area.
Yeah.
Uh,
By the way, there's been a purple calculator on the map this entire time.
It's been there for a little while, yeah.
where
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah,
It's
that
over
one.
here.
I moved it off
Okay.
of the map because it was on the map, and I don't think there's a diegetic actual purple calculator there.
No.
Although I could be wrong, Jade.
Unfortunately, no. All right.
By the way, I also think I went immediately for. I hope you got the point because it's a spy line from TF2.
Oh, that makes sense.
But for real though, it was mostly because I was thinking Trident first because you told me, oh,
Yeah.
we can use the Trident stats, and it's like that replaced the bottles in terms of the hierarchy of what I was thinking.
Fair. So, basically the way this works is you have their attention and are threatening them. They have the -2 to attack anybody who is not you. But if they do, you can't actually capitalize on it because you capitalize on it with a melee attack as opposed to like a paladin where they just take divine damage for denying the challenge. Or freaking the arcane spellcaster defender is sword mage, and if they attack one of your allies, you just get to teleport behind them and nothing personal, kid. It's so good. Sorry. Well then, the dwarf pirate who's sitting here and who held his action stands up, and the pistolier says no, and just holds both of her guns up in the air above her head. She looks at each of you and says, "Please, we're trying to help you."
Can I make an insight?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, we're back to it again. Yeah.
We're so back.
I'll
I
go
feel
for
like there's this moment's pause where she's surrendering, and Cookie picks up like a plate of dip or something off the table and just chucks it at her and hits her in the face.
Okay, but
I got a
to be
I got 25.
It's not
or, sorry,
like a
22.
damage
Nice.
attack. It's just a.
So, like, she would reflexively to pull out her gun and shoot it in midair, but that doesn't actually change the trajectory of the spaghetti. It would still hit her in the face.
She can't. She thinks her gun is
Not to mention
dismantled.
her gun doesn't work right now either. Points her gun at it, gets hit in the face with spaghetti.
Shoots it, hits the plate shatters, the spaghetti's still going. Insight check is a huge success. She's telling the truth.
Oh, I bet you would like to say that, wouldn't you? Nothing's really added up since we've gotten in here. In fact, when did we get in here? He says as he walks over towards the table. Look at this. Look at all of this that's here. Again, I'm just going to make an assumption and say that all the food that is in this bar is where it is. Correct?
Yes, that's all diegetic. Yes.
Okay. Look at this. Look at how much none of this actually adds up. He points at the food at the bar. Who is this food served for? Let me ask you. What is all of these here? Why are the walls not connecting together? You know more about this than is intended. You would have been able to help us if your mechanical wonders didn't just immediately go completely aggressive on Mr. He looks over at the fighter and goes, I don't even know your name. I don't even know my name.
It is ma chère.
I know as much as you do, or as much as you should.
Okay,
You
but
need
I gotta say that
get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I really, really hope that Mache is his real name. Like that's actually it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She leans over and starts to rub her temples. She holstering her guns first.
So am I to understand that you don't belong here either?
No, I'm but a dream. I am as fragile as an eyelash. But you have to blink it away.
I don't know. Have you ever tried obliterating an eyelash? They're quite durable when you're trying to atomize it itself. But look, what you say speaks true. Look at this. He walks over to like this bowl of porridge to the side, and he like puts his hand like into the porridge with the assumption that it's just a plastic surface that he's touching against.
Mm-hmm.
Does my hand go actually into the porridge, or is it actually as fake as I'm assuming it is?
Paint.
Is it liquid paint or
It's
dry
so much
paint?
grosser. So
It is a liquid paint for the porridge. It is dry. But the other food is more like the consistency of dry paint. Cookie would have already realized this, having been, focused on that. But
She downed
We
a
were
whole
kind of-
bowl of it, did not notice.
probably didn't mind either, if we're being honest.
As he
little
puts his
bland,
hand-
but
Just Invoker like just puts his hand into the porridge thing, and then just like a long pause as his fist is just deeply in the porridge. He goes, "I'd made a gamble that it was going to be nothing but painted on. I was half correct." Pulls out, just kind
of. Dr. Raddington turns to him and says, in perfect common, "Of course it's a fucking dream."
"Oh God, a rat!"
You did not.
Dr.
You did not-
Raddington says, "You know me. We've been friends for years."
So says the dream logic as he walks over towards this book over where is it here? And is just going, if this is indeed a dream or some kind of
I
constructed illusion,
swear to God,
surely...
if you don't stop insulting my rat.
I won't heal you. And yes, the book, yeah, the book's words seem incomprehensible.
Oh yeah, no,
Does he-
like obviously, this is a dream. Obviously, this is a dream. However, you need to apologize to Dr. Raddington.
How do you know that I'm not just a construct of your dream? How do I know that you're not just a construct of my
I
dream?
slap him in the face.
I mean, slaps you in the face.
Yeah,
Did that hurt your hand more? Did that hurt your hand more, or did that hurt my face more?
I didn't intend for it to hurt anybody. It just
I mean,
like
it's two
You're
casters.
here,
I don't
yeah?
think it makes that much of a
Also-
difference.
yeah. Also,
Mash
say you're sorry to my rat.
Masher pokes Invoker in the butt with the trident.
I have my rat up here. It's like it is large. It is disgusting. It is obviously diseased. I am rubbing it on my face.
Adorable.
Masher pokes Invoker in the butt with the trident.
When we
Did you
get
fit-
out of this and we determine that indeed both you and the rat are real, I will give you that apology. But until now, we haven't.
I
We
will
have to
kill
get to
you
the
in
bottom
real
of this. Ah. I'm going to check over this side because the walls seem very strange over here.
Uh-huh.
The rats in the city I am from were bigger, from what I remember.
Dr. Raddington gets significantly larger when you say this.
Raddington is sufficiently of a proper size. Please stop. He says to just the. Oh my god! It actually walked.
Oh yeah, it has a walking animation when you like move.
Yeah.
Hold on. to it.
It's actually an amazing model.
It really is great.
Yeah, this wall doesn't properly exist. Coming down here, you can see this though,
Yep, that's what I'm looking for.
which is exactly what it appears to be.
Dr. Raddington walks into it. I mean, unless somebody stops him, he walks into the middle of the circle, and whatever happens to him happens.
Dr. Raddington, I don't think that's entirely wise.
Roll a will
He turns
save
to you and
against maze.
Oh
Me or
God.
the rat?
Okay. The rat's in the thing, so it uses my skills
Yes.
or my saves. That is a.
Oh, wait, that's not how that was supposed to work. Actually,
So that's
I
not
still-
how that works. Will
No,
is
that's not how
my
that
will
works.
is you have to roll against my will.
I roll
Yeah.
against the will. That's how things work. Right. Yes. Dr. Raddington wakes up and is no longer being controlled by a maze spell.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Oh no!
You-
God damn it!
Huh? Oh no, you are. Oh,
Oh.
you are. What the?
I hit Control Z, and it was a stupid thing to do.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So, it's all right. Such things happen.
Yeah, no, it.
Sorry.
So-
Gesundheit.
That,
You
that-
have a-
that's bad actually.
You have a connection to your pet, right? Like you can sort of you can see through its eyes. You can feel what it feels.
Mhm.
At least for a few seconds, as you see a pyromancer standing in front of a baby phoenix egg.
Oh. And then Dr. Raddington, I'm guessing, disappears from the circle.
Yes, well, yeah, just ears from the circle.
All right.
Well, that
So,
was ominous.
Yeah, you didn't get to see what was happening on the other end of that. There was a guy there, and I don't know what's happening, but don't be shocked if there's a fight on the other side of it.
Well, Shall we prep appropriately for whoever shall wake up first in this one?
I shall do it.
That being
No,
said,
let's let the invoker go first. He was mean to Dr. Reddington.
I suppose that's entirely fair, and I owe him an apology. Very well. Should I die? I want you to know it was your fault.
And then vanishes.
And then
He
just
is-
vanishes. So I gotta
He
make
is-
a will save?
I mean, what's your will? I rolled a 1, so yeah, you're good.
I got a 9.
No, it's me making an attack roll against your
16.
will.
Oh.
Yeah. You're good. I'll let.
So I guess
is
I'll
everyone?
Look at everybody else.
I guess
Go
I
ahead.
invoke combat on that one.
Hmm?
Oh man, Shroud of Warning is a daily spell, damn it. Oh wait, I was in a dream. Did that mean I woke up?
That's a good
It looks
Well,
question.
it's part of my
we're all
long
going
rest,
in.
so I invoke Shroud of Warning when everyone gets
Wait.
in the...
I
What
mean,
the
I'll
hell
allow
is
it.
What is this pistol they're doing over here?
Let's.
Is she coming with us?
Insight.
Insight from him or all of us?
For Bill, unless
Uh,
anyone else is paying hefty attention. to
Me or nobody else is going to be able to succeed at it like I would, so don't worry about it.
Oh, 15.
That is that is a 28. So just let me do it.
Yeah.
that. She wants to try, but she doesn't know what she is properly.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that can happen?
You die.
Existential dread.
Oh no,
think
you'll stop existing when we go through this anyway. So
I-
either you come through or you don't come through.
It is a philosophical conundrum. Either she stays, and when we go, she disappears, or she comes with
If
us.
she stays,
and
she definitely dies. If she goes, there might be
Well,
something.
Well, that is a bit egotistical. That is like this is if this is a mental trap, then for and
I
it's
pull out a
for-
gun and put it up to her head. No, if she stays, she dies, probably.
If this is a form of trap, then she might still be around. It's just that we will not be here to see it.
I wave my hands and like sparkles appear. It's a dream. Doesn't matter.
So, all of you pass that check, and all of you are able to wake up. And you remember who you are, and you remember what happened to you. The pyromancer who, attempting to harvest a baby phoenix, the stories and the legends that have brought you to the temple to begin with, and everything that happened up until then. All these memories and more come flooding into your mind as you wake up and prepare for another battle. And that's it. I mean, I could do
Yeah,
another
we used
battle.
all of our time.
Right.
Balls.
Okay.
But that was going to be the framing device. If we,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I wasn't sure how long that was going to take. I will say that, kind of like Spirit Island, the first time learning it, the combat's going to take a lot longer. Once you get used to it and get used to your character, turns go really fast, actually. So, yeah. I do want to run a 4th edition game, or be in a better world, play in a 4th edition game,
Yeah.
after the New World campaign ends.
Uh-huh.
But I just kind of wanted to do a one-shot with 4th edition because I missed the system, and it's like coming back to an old friend. You know what I mean?
hmm Yeah, it's a fun system. Man, I miss it. Like, even playing a class I've never played before, it's nostalgic.
Nostalgic is just a funny word for you're not wrong, but
Yeah.
it's just a funny word for it, you know?
It time's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hearing TF2 noises in the background.
I mean, that helps with the time is a weird thing because, like, what?
what do you guys think?
This is fun.
Alright.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yay.
I enjoyed where I ended up with Cookie as a character.
It wasn't
Honestly, yeah.
so. Yeah, I also enjoy where Masher ended up as.
I just did what I could.
Yeah. I tried to make characters that I thought you guys would be engaged with.
Did you predict that we would pick the ones that we picked?
Spot on. To a T.
Because in all fairness, I did not pick my character. I got
You
the guy
did not.
who was last.
I knew that the shaman. I knew that Bill wanted to try the shaman, and I know that Bill really enjoys the grant another character an attack type of mechanic. Like you hit them.
I love. Yeah, yeah.
I was certain that the Dragonborn was going to be requested by a GD, and I had a
Yeah.
feeling that the Minotaur monk that repositions people and bounces and has a ton of movement abilities. That felt like a Sprig thing. It was instinct.
I do love forced movement. It's like definitely one of my favorite styles of mechanics.
Mm-hmm. And I figured I don't know as much about your playstyle, but I figured that the Storm Invoker would be an entertaining way a puzzle because Storm, like that the Invoker can be a really good like combat puzzle. And I figured that would be entertaining to you. And I'm pretty sure that you could pick up whatever character you had and have a good personality for it. But I figured that would be mechanically interesting for you. For Magus, that is. So yeah, I I have the character builder. It still works. I got the encounter builder. Master Plan is still available for download and still has all the stat blocks for all the monsters in the game. Like, oh my goodness, it's still there. Holy cow! But yeah, I had fun making the characters and setting this little thing up. And if we had time, I did have another part of it, but I wasn't really expecting, to have time to do it. Nor was I planning on making it like a multi-part one-shot, I also initially thought, like, do I want to do some, like, fights from the New World campaign from another angle? Like, the town on fire scene? But you guys are playing, this is a group of people that were in that town that was also fighting off one of the worms? Or, like, maybe this is a group of people who were who were on the Hyacinth coming over from the other land, like, like on a later group coming over? But then it's like, nah, let's just separate it out. This is its own standalone thing. Then it's like, wait, if it's standalone, how standalone is it? And that's when I had that maze idea, where it's like, ooh, these characters don't actually exist in a corporeal sense right now. That's a good enough framing device for a one-shot. I doesn't need to be anything fancier.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. In 2 weeks we will return to New World. Seriously, there's 1, maybe 2, depending on how it goes, sessions until you have just so many answers. Like, unironically, I don't mean like I don't mean the kind of answers that give you more questions, but like actual hard answers. Okay, maybe that's. I'm having a good time.
It's fun.
Are you guys happy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This pleases me.
I'm not happy with like how it was giving me problems just to talk to you guys today, but
Oh
thankfully.
yeah, honestly, I feel like what matters is that we found a solution, and I'm glad that you put in all the
Yay.
hard work to make that solution happen.
Magus, you're appreciated.
I know. I'm gonna get going. So I'll talk to you guys later.
I was irritated for you, just so you know.
You were irritated for me. Okay.
Amazing.
Magus,
Incredible line.
I'm sorry, but you are appreciated, followed by I've got to get going, is... Oh. It's very good.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.
Cheers.
Take it easy. Really, really take it easy. Have a good one.
Man.
Yeah. Ah, man. This is a good time.
It's why I come here. And for the free food, of course.
Of course.
Hmm. I don't really have anything else particular planned other than saying this is a blast, and I feel like I was able to highlight. Also, just for the record, GD.
Yeah.
So, something I was mentioning earlier is that in 4th edition, each of the power sources has a list of the classes. So like and in particular, the divine striker, the divine damage dealer, can basically roll with advantage on every single attack.
Yeah.
They just don't miss. I feel
They
like this
do
might
not
speak to
miss.
you.
It's not far off.
Oath of Enmity. When you make a melee attack against the target and the target is the only enemy adjacent to you, that's the key, is that you have to position yourself so that no enemies are around you. Then, advantage. Make 2 attack rolls and use either as a result. This lasts until the end of the encounter or until the target drops to 0 HP, at which point you regain the use of this power. So, you just... As long as you can finagle positioning, and D&D's 4th edition is a game of positioning. Like I think I highlighted that a bit, in that little there, and that was not even including a bunch of combat zones, right? That was just people dancing around each other in a melee. Like Sprig was the one highlighting how the mobility stuff more than anything else.
More than anybody, yeah.
But if you can land your, if you can position.
I knew it was going to be a one-time encounter kind of thing, so I just used everything.
Completely good. But like...
I also have to be right back to it just for a second.
Yeah. But like, Divine Avenger, Fist of their God, is... I don't know. I feel like you could do some cool stuff with that. Especially because you could use some, some weird deity that would let you do some funny stuff. Oh.
What was it like growing as an animated character in the real world?
And we lost GD to video essays again.
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second. What did you say?
I said we lost you to video essays again.
We can hear what you're watching.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How? You can hear this?
Yes.
Uh-huh. We
Yes.
heard
Ow!
TF2 noises
Hear
earlier
that?
too.
Well, what is the point of me having the headset on then?
I don't know, but also that explains why I've been hearing phantom things all night.
It's fine,
Oh
for the
my!
record.
Oh my
I'm so
god!
glad I'm not
It is
hallucinating.
so fine, though.
Oh my god! Why didn't nobody tell me earlier?
No one had any idea it was you.
I mean, I did, but I thought it was funny, so I didn't mind. I didn't mention anything for the bit.
I'll be honest. I didn't say anything because I'm just really tired today and didn't know what was going on. I figured my computer was just playing random noises.
God, Monk's so cool.
Maybe
Hi.
I had clicked on the video and just played.
That is annoying because it just reveals the fact that like I watch and am on Twitter whilst I'm waiting for my turn to bonk.
Like as long as you're still engaging and and chilling with people, I don't.
Oh no! I'm still trying to like keep track of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're still able to engage with both conversation and gameplay, I'm not overly concerned about second screen stuff at the table.
Mhm.
However, some people, not this situation with you, but some people definitely push the line. But where I'm less okay with it.
Oh yeah, no, I always try to keep it like it's pretty much like guys are high priority in terms of brain tracking. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
while it's
for
not
you-
being active.
Yeah, I know you well enough that for you it's an ADHD thing where it's splitting your focus. So that like I get that.
You literally need to have something else to focus on, or you can't focus on the first thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that
So
At
that
the very
sounds
least,
crazy
if the,
saying it out loud.
at the very least, if the first thing isn't like requiring
yeah.
the most brain power at the moment.
And that's my rule in general is like if you're using it as an ADHD stimming sort of thing where it's like I need to have something else going on to to be able to pay attention, I don't really mind it. However, some players do, not
They can't
absolutely
they can't handle it.
do that, can't handle that, and they get really distracted and it's like, guy, person, hey, you there? And it's like that's where it becomes a major problem. But it's one of those things where it's not a problem, but it can become a major problem very quickly. Like it's a low problem until it becomes a problem, then it's a big problem.
I usually stick to just like watching stuff that I can enjoy silently, and like if I see a video that I like, I usually keep it for like later so I
Yeah.
can.
Like memes,
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like I'm just scrolling through Twitter, looking at art while listening to you guys.
Yeah,
I see that.
I try to stay away from things that do sound or specifically language that I'm going to be trying to look at.
If I'm DMing, I kind of have to pay attention at all times. But if I'm
Oh
playing,
yeah, as a DM, you
Yeah.
have no choice. You have no choice.
Yeah, it's
As-
but that's different.
Although granted, at the same time, it's like for me, it would just be the case of like, well, I am constantly engaged because I have to think about what's happening, no matter who's playing or whose turn it is. So, that problem kind of sorts itself out in a way.
For me,
Yeah.
if I'm playing, I might glance at a couple of memes here and there, but like, yeah, that no more than that. Usually, if I'm playing and streaming, then I'm making character notes in like in my notepad chat that chat can see, and doing stuff like that. I'm just trying to focus my engagement on stream. Like, okay, that's because I'm the one with that people can see those notes for. That's how I handle that personally. But if I have that situation.
Yeah, like I said, just so long as you're engaging and like following along, like at least I want to say slightly more than 50% of the time, it should be good.
Yeah.
And as long as you can come back to it quickly, I think that's also relevant.
I think the only time I ask
no.
for clarification is like specifically like when it's been like a slightly deeper conversation. But for the most part, or I absolutely need to know what's going on, that's when I ask for clarification.
All right. I love you guys. You have been wonderful. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I am going to get going.
Here, before
Hey.
you go.
I'll
Have-
wrap up my stream side here. This has
Have
been
a
a delight.
Gripply like.
I hope all of you
This is
have a
absolutely
very.
fun.
I hope all of you have a very gripply evening.
You too. And everybody watching, take care of
Yes.
yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember, you deserve it, honestly.
So true. Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
See ya.